Well, hello everyone. Welcome to a brand new Do Not Worry stream on this Tuesday night. Well, Tuesday night here in Lebanon. I don't know what time it is where y'all are at. I'm wearing a hat because I got a haircut today, folks. Don't ask me anything about it. Okay, I ain't feeling too good about that haircut, so we're gonna be wearing a hat for a couple of days. More than that, folks, I wanted to do a gaming stream today. Today was supposed to be a gaming channel stream. Either play some Dark Souls or some water park simulator or some trucker simulator. After yesterday's episode of H3, and I mean, look, just the way I predicted everything was just insane, folks. I mean, the usual, folks. If you want to subscribe to the channel, feel free to subscribe, like the video. If you want to support us on Patreon, we got a couple of awesome patrons I'd like to thank. God-tier patrons like Elia Mujabber, Daniel Nechle, EU Watson, superhero patrons like Mitochondria, Claudia, Pee-wee Hernan, Coco No, Joey Daboul, abductee patrons like Jim D. Dukers, Burt Reynolds, Jess Polito, Fab and Kara, Jennifer Sage, and Vince Lasagna. And blonde patrons like Dan Ahmad, Unidentified Florida Man, Danielle Richards, Katie Did ASMR, Ghul Ahmad Al Salim, Bashar Slim, Dopamax, and Matt Giersick. We thank you guys so much for your support. If you guys do not want to support us on Patreon, you guys can support us on YouTube via YouTube memberships. You guys can also engage with in the live chat, folks. But you guys don't have to do any of that to support the channel. It is more than enough for you to simply like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a Do Not Warrior. If you're watching the replay, leave a comment. If you are watching the live stream, engage in the live chat. We have a fun community. And join them on Discord as well. Shit's popping on Discord. We have 113 of you right now. We also got a bunch of y'all watching. Chris Kunzler. Shout out to our boy Chris Kunzler. Everybody's covering this Ethan drama, folks. It's a day to be an Ethan... what do you call them? Annoyer. That's what I like to call myself. An Ethan critique. So anyways, with all that down, folks, let's take a second to to remind you guys, actually, to subscribe. If you guys like some video games, y'all into video games, y'all into gaming, folks, I got a gaming channel. Okay, subscribe to Do Not Worry Gaming. We've just crossed 1,000 subscribers. That's where we play some water park simulator, Dark Souls. All that good stuff. Boom. Link is in the live chat. It is pinned on top of the live chat. Dark Souls, American Trucking Simulator, folks. I run a water park. I run a trucking company. I run whatever you guys want. Alrighty? That's fun. Join that. Did I copy them links? Yes, I did. Okay, so I'm not sure what to start with. So yesterday, just as I did an episode talking about how the H3 podcast is dying, H3 released a live stream called My Reputation is Dirt. How do I fix it? The thumbnail says I'm done. Like, folks, I've been watching H3 for a long time. Okay, I knew they were going to have to do something like this. They have 3 episodes in a row, barely cracking 400K. One of them is still at 300K after 3 days. I was like, ain't no way they're not going to talk about this. I need to talk about their podcast being dead. Lo and behold, on the day that I'm talking about their podcast dying, they decide to announce that Olivia is taking a mental health break, aka she's quitting. Ethan is also speculating on why everyone hates the podcast now and everyone hates him and Hila. And they then end the episode by basically inviting all of their haters to call in on the show and explain to them why Ethan is a Zionist. Now, of course, he doesn't want anyone that actually can make a cogent argument because he was basing it off of like some interview that Hutch did with some fucking random person who didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. And Ethan literally says, well, if I can get more people like this guy to talk to them. So now Chris Kunzler has stepped up as someone who would like to speak to Ethan, and while I definitely think that Chris Kunzler is more than qualified to do it, I don't think anyone should give Ethan the smoke. Let them flounder with their dying podcast. Let them go below 400K views. Like, hey, I watched some of their episode yesterday, and I want to watch it with you guys. I want to watch that segment with you guys. Like, they're playing fucking dumb. Like, why does everyone think we're Zionists? What did we say? Could anyone find a clip? It's like, oh my God, bro. What do you think we've been doing for the past 2 years? We got a whole list of motherfucking clips. We got a whole motherfucking list of examples of why you guys are Zionists. So I'm going to leave it up to the chat. What do you guys want me to start with? Do you guys want me to start by breaking down all of the Zionist things Ethan and Hila have said that we have on camera, on video, or should we react to their segment yesterday, kind of panicking about the views and like bullshitting about like why, and it's all because about anti-Semitism and stuff. It's because Ethan's Jewish, apparently. What do you guys would rather we start with? Do I watch What do you guys want? What's better? Do we start with with the going through all the Zionist stuff they said, or do we watch yesterday, like the hour-long segment of yesterday's podcast, and then we do it later? Desiree says, "Get over it." I guess she's talking to me. Someone says, "Nice hat, Anthony. Love you from Canada." Desiree, we are over it. It's just fun. Jim D. Duker sends $2 and says, "Join us on Discord. So close to 500 members." Oh, damn. Is 500 members good? I have no reference to like what's considered good on Discord. Veronica H. Song sends 15 shekels and says, "Hi, everyone. Say hello to my sweet friend Sawad, your neighbor." Hello. Okay. Maybe the reaction first, then the debunking. I kind of feel like it's good with debunking. Yeah. So we're gonna not with debunking. I mean, watching yesterday's segment.
I think that
it's like an hour long. So it's gonna be long. We're gonna watch it at 1.25x speed. Let me know if the volume is too loud. Let me look at my audio real quick.
Kind of approach to people, although
seems fine. I can lower it a little bit. Lower it a tad.
You in the case of this cousin, you would expect that.
Is the audio okay like that? And the quality is shit. Let me fix that quality. Let's get through this together. Let's see what the fuck they were up to. First of all, let me just play. I guess let me start with a clip of them saying that we watched that yesterday live. But quality. Okay. Let's just watch the Olivia clip real quick.
But there's also something not fun that I need to announce today, which is that our dear beloved Olivia is taking a mental health break from the show. And so I mean, listen, it is what it is. Obviously, we all love her. We are.
The way he pauses there and says, "So, I mean, you know, it is what it is." It kind of seems like they've had long talks about her, like, not coming back. I really do think that she's quitting, that she ain't coming back. Personally.
In touch with her.
And she loves everybody.
We are wishing her well. Yeah, she's the best.
And I love that Hila has to specify. And she loves everybody, by the way. If you think she does not like me or Ethan, if you think any of this is because of me or Ethan, you're wrong. Okay, she loves us, especially me. Okay, she particularly loves me, her queen. Okay, hey, girly. Hey, girly. I'm sure that's what Hila, you know what I mean? She panics right away.
She loves everybody.
We are wishing her well. Yeah, she's her. We are in touch with her.
And she loves everybody.
We are wishing her well. Yeah, she's the best.
How about you let her say she loves everybody? Let Olivia say that she loves everybody. Don't claim it on her behalf. It's typical Israeli stuff. You know what I mean? Though everybody loves our cuisine, Olivia loves us. You know, of course. She's like, what? I didn't say that. What the fuck? She even told me to wear the Keemstar jacket in her honor. So, hey.
She's the greatest. She can do no wrong.
Olivia.
Stand up. At home. She's watching at home. Stand up, Olivia.
And don't forget, Ethan made her cry on that. We talked about it on the show when they were talking about Love Island. Like, literally, it was like a members episode. It was supposed to be fun. Just the girls talking about Love Island. Ethan calls in, makes Olivia cry, then dips the fuck out. And, you know, so she needs a mental health break from you. She needs a mental health break from her Zionist bosses and how they ruined her fucking job. Everybody, all the crew at H3, they were happy. You know what I mean? They went to their fun little podcast job every day. Didn't have to do anything too serious. Do some research. Make fun of this influencer. Hey, Olivia, do a PowerPoint about this drama. Have fun. Now it's all just getting hate from everyone, just shitting on people, suing Olivia's friends, shitting on AB's friends, shitting on Olivia's friends, threatening to sue AB's friends, threatening to sue Olivia's friends, actually suing AB's friends, actually suing Olivia's friends. Can Olivia collaborate with any young creators now? No, because she's associated with H3. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, man? You just ruined all these, like, you're old, you're fucking 40 or some shit. You don't give a fuck if anyone likes you. What about your crew? They're all, like, young. They're all, like, trying to make it in the world of, like, social media and content creation. How How does it benefit you to just ruin their fucking careers, bro? Like, she needs to get as far away from you as she can. All of them do, to be honest with you. If they want a chance to like survive in the realm of like content, man, like you're poison at this point. The whole H3 brand is like completely poisonous. And like they waited there long enough, like too long. Like, I mean, at this point, they're all the crew's complicit. Dio Disime said, watch yesterday first so we can reference it during the clips. I got you, my man. That's what we doing. DOC Disime also sends a $2 and says, everyone take your anti-nausea meds. Ethan warning. Thank you for the warning. I should have given people a trigger warning. Jim D. Dukers sends another 5. It says, Anthony, if you play Ethan and Hila back at a slower speed, they sound drunk. And we could mock him for that too. We could, but it would take us way too long, Jim. It would take us way too long. But I love the suggestion. Thank you so much, Jim D. Dukers, for your constant generosity. W's in the chat from Mr. Jim D. Dukers.
We will miss her and the joy that she brings to the office every single day.
And they're talking about her like she passed away. You know, knock on wood. Let's hope she's okay. You know what I mean? But like they're talking about her like they're never gonna see her again. Oh, we're gonna miss the joy she brought to the office. Like this seems like it's gonna be a long break. Okay, it seems like it's gonna be a long break, I guess, or not. Maybe they're gonna drag her back out just to make a point. Like next week, like look, she's okay. She loves everyone. Hila will be like, what do you say? I told you she loves everybody. She's already back. Hey, it's like, oh my god.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's a mental health break.
Yeah.
Okay, she's not dead.
She just needs. She needs to take a break.
That's not my ad, by the way.
A little bit.
Whoever screen recorded this got the ad.
Which I totally get. So we love her. Send her your best wishes, and it's all good. I mean, listen, it's understandable. Sad.
Yeah, understandable. I mean, we can try to watch this in a little bit more detail. Y'all want? We'll try to watch it on the podcast. And this other clip. So this is how it ends. In case we don't get to the end, it's going to be long. Let's set the stage for this as well. This is how it basically ended. Ethan asking for calls, people to call in.
Proof that I'm a Zionist, and you can pull it up and we can talk about it. I really want my biggest, I don't know if biggest haters even, is it people who think I'm a Zionist? I don't know, people who think I'm pro-genocide to call in. I do. I need it. I want to talk to you. I want to understand why you think that, right? And we can go over the details. Maybe you're right. Maybe I am pro-genocide, and I
mean, literally, bro, Hassan went over all of that stuff with him, point by point. Like, the guy doesn't want to listen. The guy's fucking stubborn, and he wants to try to make content out of it now. But is he actually going to speak to anyone that's, like, informed? Would he speak to a Chris Kunzler? Would he speak to an uninformed leftist? The name is ironic, I know. Would he speak to a North Star Radio? Would he speak to me? You know what I'm saying? No, they just want to speak to, like, randos who like, I heard you're a Zionist on Twitter. On TikTok, it's like, okay, show me. I don't know. It's like, yeah, what kind of conversation do you like? Do you just want to dunk on fucking idiots? Are you going to do like the fucking Steven Crowder shit or the Charlie Kirk shit, bro? Is that where like what your content has devolved into?
I forgot and I blacked out or something.
Also, somebody said that you should maybe reconsider getting back on TikTok and those apps.
That's
because
what I said,
yeah, maybe unfortunately it is necessary.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
a lot of people say hire PR, but like
that shit's dumb.
PR.
There's literally a point, and we're gonna try to find it when we rewatch their segment yesterday. There's literally a part where Hila's like, "If you come here to talk to us, I promise we won't sue you. It'll be fun." It's like, oh my god, the fact that they have to tell people like, "Hey, we won't sue you." That's why people fucking hate you. Forget the Zionism at this point. You're out there fucking suing random fucking creators, little tiny creators with no money. You're trying to fucking ruin their lives, bro. You're trying to ruin Frogan and Denim's and Casey Tron's lives, and you'll sue anyone you could fucking sue. Hila's literally like, hey, we're not gonna sue you if you come. It's like, I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? What the fuck am I watching, bro? Like, there's a billion reasons for people to hate you. Forget the Zionism. You're fucking suing people for no fucking reason, just to fucking ruin their lives. Literally to ruin their lives.
It's bullshit,
Yeah.
and I think like this is what actually this is like just people talking to people, and you can't like PR will publish an article that nobody will read. That's not going to change anyone's opinion. Like maybe you being on TikTok might actually reach some people. I don't know, but I do like your idea.
People have so much faith in PR companies.
But they think him being on fucking TikTok and just like responding to people directly is gonna make a difference, bro. There's a There's a flood of content of you just being a Zionist. Super Guy Bob sent $5 and says her break will last just long enough for the show to die. Honestly, look, they're struggling to get to 400K. Give it a month. At this rate, they're going to struggle to get to 300K, man. Like, it ain't looking good, Bob. So, okay, that's enough context for now. Let's watch the whole thing, and then we'll jump back into, if we find it too long. I was going to talk about the flotilla. I'll talk about this stuff later. Fuck it. Let's just jump straight into it. I mean, Israel's bombing Qatar. They bombed Greta Thunberg's fucking flotilla in Tunisia yesterday. Like, what the fuck, bro? It's time to get these fuckers under control, man. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Let's get back to this.
That they would have a little more decency to actually hear out somebody who they know in real life instead of trying to like brand them as a Zionist supporter. God forbid, the worst thing in the world. Tamari said,
God forbid, the worst thing. Zionist, he says, like sarcastically, God forbid, the worst thing in the world being a Zionist supporter. Bro, Zionist is literally the equivalent to a Nazi. Zionism is the modern day Nazism, bro. Like, yeah, God forbid someone's a fucking Zionist supporter. Like, yeah, you shouldn't be saying that shit sarcastically.
she's had to explain this to so many people since getting hired here. Is that right? You want to talk? You want to comment on that? I'm interested in everybody's story here on this.
I have one too.
Is that? I don't know if that was a soundbite.
No, that was me. I was saying I have one too. I have a story too.
I'm gonna pull that too, man.
Here you go, tomorrow.
Here, Tamara, yeah, tell us.
So this is, I guess, new crew member Tamara. She's gonna tell a story of, like, you know, her experience working at the H3 podcast and people that have been calling her out for it.
Go over there.
Okay.
I know, I hear that music and I just feel the need to applaud.
So, what's your stories?
I mean, yeah, Ethan, people think you are evil. And it's super, super frustrating because I think a lot of people just see little bits online and they want to be like, oh, he's a bad guy. He's a Zionist. And
People see little bits online and say that he's a bad guy, he's a Zionist. Bro, we have watched hours upon hours upon hours. Like, you can't... Okay. We're not, like, I'm not some random, like, fucking TikToker who's seen a clip of Ethan once and wants to shit on Ethan all of a sudden because I noticed there's something in the algorithm that is boosting Ethan Klein videos. Like, no. Everybody in the audience here knows we're all fallen fans. We've been even while during Ethan's crash out, I was still watching full episodes. I'm like, is he really fucking saying this shit? Like, it took me like a month after, like, just of like being like, is this actually fucking real, to be like, okay, I'm fucking done with this with this fucking show. But like, no, we've not seen little clips online. We have seen long, detailed conversations and debates with Ethan where at the end of the day, his points always go back to fucking Zionism. Even though he doesn't think he's a Zionist, even though he'll say free Palestine and he'll say, yeah, I think Netanyahu's an asshole and yeah, I think it's a genocide. But he'll say 100 other things to suggest that he's a Zionist. And we're going to go through them a little bit later. Don't you worry, Tamara.
And like, and it's so frustrating because I'm like, bro, do you even watch him? And they never do. And at a certain point, it's like, feels disrespectful to me that I'm like, if you think I'm reasonable and you know I watch Ethan, like it's just so incredibly upsetting and frustrating. People just call you a Zionist and they assume you support Israel. And
we don't assume shit. Ethan is literally on camera being like, in the middle of a genocide, like, hey, I want to take you guys, I want to take my whole family to Israel and my kids and film some vlogs to show you how great Israel actually is during a genocide. Now, that is just one example. Ethan literally believes that if you dissolve the borders of Gaza, that all the Palestinians are going to run out and let Palestinians come back to Israel, that they think all the Palestinians are going to come back and fucking murder them. They think the Palestinians are going to kill the Jews in Israel. That means they want to keep the Arabs subjugated and separate from them. They wanted to keep it a Jewish majority ethno-state. That is literally Zionism 101. We have it on video. Don't you worry. Tomorrow, we got it all on video. Sunflower Dragon sends a $5 donation. Thank you so much, Sunflower Dragon. I love your Hila impression, Anthony. Great job on the fundraising stream, by the way. You are a natural broadcaster. Great job. Well, thank you so much, Sunflower Dragon. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for helping us raise over $17,400, yo. A hand to you guys. Give yourselves a hand. Okay, we couldn't have done it without you and our amazing fucking guests, including Chris Kunzler, who's live right now.
Yeah, people think it's just so frustrating because you've never said that, and people don't know, they don't watch.
Yeah.
But it's just an easy thing to say.
He doesn't need to literally say, I support Israel. I support genocide. He doesn't need to say that to be a Zionist. Okay? He does not need to say that. There are a million other things that he can say to suggest that he's a Zionist.
What is your opinion for how this became so prevalent? Is it just like Hassan, TikTok,
Yeah, I think
Twitter? It's just it's relentless.
I think it's like people like Hassan, like it's just so easy to call you guys Zionists, and people. I can honestly understand how people who don't watch the show, it's like, well, he must be supporting Israel because like why else is everyone calling him a Zionist, right? You know, you usually wouldn't assume people are just lying.
It's like an avalanche.
Yeah. And yeah. So it's also just frustrating because Zionism has come to mean just like blindly supporting Israel. So it's a whole thing, but it is really.
Zionism has come to mean blindly supporting Israel. Zionism means a lot of things. One of them could be, one of the definitions is blindly supporting Israel. Ethan is what we call a liberal Zionist, liberal Zionism. He pretends to be like a liberal, a leftist, open-minded. He wants peace in the world, but like, Israel has to exist. The apartheid has to remain. Jews must remain as the ethnic majority in Israel, or else the whole thing will collapse because the Palestinians will murder us and they want to eradicate all of the Jews. If you think that, you're a fucking Zionist, and that's what Ethan and Hila think. So we good.
Really upsetting, and I've had a lot of arguments with good friends who have kind of made me feel as if I've done something morally questionable. And I'm like, I really love Ethan.
Thank
I
you.
think he's
I
a
love
really
you too.
great guy.
That's so nice.
Watching you as a fan, I thought you were great. Then meeting you, you are great. And
thank
it's
you.
really upsetting how it's just.
Hold on, Dan. Stop laughing. We need Tamara on the mic more often.
Got a problem, Dan?
We need to get her as a permanent spot, and Dan laughing over. All right, there you go. There you go. All right.
I'm just
come on.
saying, much, okay? You definitely have your problems, buddy.
All right, there you go. There you go. All right.
I'm just saying.
Come on. Don't we all?
Yes, we all do. And you're not a bad guy, and you're not a genocide lover. You're just.
Look, he's not a genocide lover. I'm not fucking. No one, I think, is out there saying seriously that Ethan loves genocide and Ethan is a genocide lover and he wants the genocide to continue, but he always tries to justify it. He always tries to explain why it's happening. Yeah, but like, I mean, they did do that. And I mean, they do have bases under hospitals. I mean, they do that. So, I mean, look, can you blame the IDF for doing it? I mean, I hate that they're doing it, but like, can you blame him? Can you really blame him? Okay, that's still being a fucking Zionist. I'm sorry. He doesn't have to come out and be like, I support genocide. Fucking wipe them all off the map. But when he sits there and for 3.5 minutes does like race theory and tells you that Jewish people were bred to be more intelligent, he's basically telling you that Jews are superior to everyone else, and they have more of a claim to the land. He literally shared a meme as pedo troll of Arabs as apes, bro. Like, come on, guys. I think I lost that one.
You're just you, and you are troublesome sometimes, but that's why people love you.
Right.
Yes.
Is that why you love me?
I mean, look, she's not great at this, okay? She's kind of losing the plot while talking. She's not making too much sense. Let's not give her too much shit, okay? She's a new crew member. I'm sure she's nice, but I mean, how nice can she be when she's more than happy to work with Ethan Klein? At least, she's just uninformed, bro, okay? She's probably like a liberal Zionist too at home, you know what I mean? Like...
I don't know. It's not your fault. A little bit. You know what? You know why?
Jim sends another $5 and says, Ethan, but enough about me. What do you think about me? Right? He needs his ego stroked, Jim.
I do love you, Ethan, because you are just yourself, and you will always, at least that I've seen, take accountability and apologize, and you're just a very sincere person, and it's upsetting how easy it is to just kind of put you in a category, and so many people think it.
The truth is, too, I don't think people would have such an easy time writing me off as some evil person if I was not Jewish.
Here we go. There we go. Bro, he has zero self-awareness. This is what started the whole fucking thing. This is why people hate you. Because you keep complaining about, like, just people hate me because I'm Jewish. Bro, stop making it about anti-Semitism. This is why people fucking hate you guys now, man. This is why no one's fucking with your podcast. Stop it. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Keep it in your fucking pants for 1 hour, man. Stop it.
I think for them, it's all part of the story that even unconsciously they go, of course he's a Zionist. He's an American, he's a liberal Zionist. Of course he's...
You're an Israeli citizen, bro. You're a dual. He leaves out that he's Israeli. I'm just an American Jewish person. That's why, bro. You're a fucking Israeli citizen. You willingly became an Israeli citizen. You went to live in Israel, liked it so much that you decided to fucking move there, marry an Israeli, and get the fucking citizenship, bro. He leaves out that fact conveniently. He doesn't mention the fact that he's Israeli.
Towards Israel, of course he's evil. I genuinely think so. I do. And
like, bro, like. You like having your views at 400K? Keep doing this fucking shtick. You'll get to 300K in a month and a half. Don't worry about it. Keep fucking complaining about the same shit that everyone knows is fucking false.
It is, right? I mean, it is.
Like, who's still buying this shit?
Anti-Semitic on its face. These people, there's a group of people who are defaming me all around the internet, and everybody's falling in line and just being like evil Zionist.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think it is. It's like, of course you don't. Oh, you hear he's a Zionist. Well, of course that makes sense. He's Jewish. His wife is Israeli.
Yeah,
you know?
they're evil.
And as, for me, also, I think I swear, people, because I'm Jewish, people attribute me thinking that you're not crazy to me also being Jewish, and it's it's really upsetting.
No one cares if you're Jewish or not, bro. No one cares if you're Jewish or not. They said her name was Tamara, and she looks kind of Arab. I thought she would be Arab, but no, she's Jewish apparently. Maybe she's maybe she's like partly from the Middle East. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe she's part Arab. Who knows? Who cares? No one cares, bro. No one cares. You could be a liberal Zionist by being Christian. You could be a Muslim liberal Zionist. You could be anything. And you could be a Jewish liberal Zionist if you're Jewish. And maybe your family, you come from a family of like liberal Zionists. Like in your house, you very casually talk about, yeah, there should be a two-state solution, but the Palestinians should never outnumber the Jews, because if they do, then they're going to eradicate the Jews. Like, who knows what you guys think at home, man? Who cares?
Yeah, thank you for sharing. I appreciate that, and it's nice to hear. I think everybody's, a lot of people in the fandom, and even a lot of people that here seem to be experiencing stuff like that. And Nate, you said you have a story.
Yeah, well, I had a family member just randomly post a TikTok on their Instagram story one time talking about you, and I knew this family member doesn't watch you at all. They know nothing of the show. I think they only hear your name in passing through like TikTok videos, and I messaged them and I was like, "Why'd you post this video?" Especially because they knew
I honestly dare them to talk to someone who actually watches the show. I don't think I would ever want to call into their fucking show, bro, and talk to them. I do not want to be on their show. I've been very like disrespected on that show. I don't think Ethan is going to speak to anyone with fucking respect. Seeing how he spoke to Hassan, he showed Sam Cedar some respect in their debate, but everybody saw how that devolved like the next day when he convinced himself and Hila convinced him that he won the debate. So he's not going to speak to anyone with respect. He just wants to speak to like random fucking people from Reddit and TikTok and like the comments section. You know what I mean? No one that can make a cogent argument. But like, do I even want to put myself on their fucking show? For what fucking reason? Who am I going to convince? The pedo troll? Am I going to convince pedo troll all of a sudden?
worked here, and they're like, "Oh, I just have opinions on him." But I was like, "But why? You don't watch him at all? You never seen a bit of him?" And they're young. They're like 17, 18 when they posted this, and so I'm like, "You don't know." Like,
you're just shitting on a random Jewish guy.
Well, yeah, you're just shitting.
There you go. Again, if anyone's playing a drinking game, take a shot. You're just shitting on a random Jewish guy, bro. Who? Most of these people might not even know that you're Jewish, bro. They just hear the Zionist shit you fucking say. They hear you defending Israel. They're like, "Oh, look at this Zionist fucking piece of shit." He can't help himself, bro. As if that 17-year-old, like, he's making Nate's like cousin seem like a fucking racist and anti-Semite. It's like, "Oh, your fucking anti-Semitic cousin." It's like, well, defend your cousin, Nate. What the fuck? He's calling your cousin an anti-Semite, bro.
Like, but why? You don't watch him at all? You never seen a bit of him? And they're young. They're like 17, 18 when they posted this, and so I'm like, you don't know. Like,
you're just shitting on a random Jewish guy.
Well, yeah, you're just shitting on. And the weird part was that.
The Whimsical Wanderer sends $5 and says, "Does he think all of us Fallen fans all decided to collectively become anti-Semitic? Like we didn't know they were Jewish and suddenly found out?" That's what I was fucking saying in my like original H3 video. I'm like, bro, like I spent hours watching you guys for years, spent thousands on Teddy Fresh. Did I just overnight wake up and go like, you know what? I hate Jews now. I'm an anti-Semite now. Let's go. Like, fuck no, bro. It's things that literally just things that you said repeatedly on your fucking podcast, problematic fucking things, but they can't think beyond their own selfish lives. Super Guy Bob with another $5 dono. It says, "Anthony, you give the crew too much respect to call in. AB will say some shit that sounds right, and you will be like, see, he's on our side deep down." I don't know. I would never call in. But let's go. Let's continue.
The video was like a pro.
Plus, I mean, if we were to nominate someone, Chris Kunzler is our nominee. I put my hat my hat in the Chris Kunzler ring, folks. I mean, the one thing I have on Chris Kunzler is that like I'm a Fallen H3 fan, so I'll know a lot more of the lore. I can speak to Ethan more on like his level, and I like they can try to like pretend and like lie about things that they've said. I know too much about their podcast. I've seen too many episodes for them to like pull that shit with me. But Chris Kunzler has all of the historical facts. He knows more about the Middle East and my own country than I will ever know. So Chris Kunzler is the man.
Trisha video.
Oh,
And I was
that's
like,
that's
no,
crazy.
But that's the
a
crazy
whole...
part. I'm like, but you also don't watch Trisha Paytas. I don't know why you're.
But Trisha's the actual Zionist. She's literally gets paid from the state of Israel to fly massive flags in front of her fucking house.
Yeah, but
But
she's
also,
not
like,
Jewish.
talk about a problematic person. Like, if you're gonna
They're
wave,
trying to like deflect like their family, bro. I love that he's like, hey, instead of hating me, go hate my brother-in-law. Go hate on Hila's brother. Hila's, oh yeah, why don't you hate an actual problematic person? My brother. I'm not the problematic one. My brother is. Like, fuck this whole family, bro. What a shitty family, bro. I'm not the Zionist. My brother is. I was only a secretary. He was a fighter pilot. Go after him. He's married to Trisha Paytas. Look, I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of Trisha Paytas fans, bro. Like, these are two very toxic content couples that I like. I'm not a fan. I'm not a Trisha fan. I'm not a Moses fan. I'm not here gonna sit like. I know that Trisha and Moses have like said nice things about Palestine like recently, but like, come on, okay? Trisha did like a whole photo shoot and like an IDF costume and shit. Let's all fucking relax for a little bit. But like, what a fucking shitty family. Hey, oh, whoa, I'm not the problem, but go after my brother. Like, imagine me doing that to my sister, bro. Like, I love my family. Here in Lebanon, Hila, we love our brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? I don't fight with my sister. I love my sister. I cherish my sister. Unlike you motherfuckers. Go after him.
of everything that Trisha has done,
know
which
what's
is like a
different?
huge past. But
Wait, is it
somehow
different?
you're
Like,
not.
those are the parents of their nephews, bro. Nieces and nephews. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Ethan and Hila are the uncles and aunts of like Trisha's babies. They're out here talking shit about their family and their nieces and nephews' parents for fucking clicks. Like, hey, stop hating on us. Go hate these fuckers.
Okay.
No, but the one thing that everybody's hating on me for, Trisha does and has done way more her whole career. And I've been consistently like pro-Palestinian and anti-Netanyahu and West Bank settlements my whole career.
Theo sends €2 and says, H3's making less sense than my dad's 4 brain tumors. Well, Theo, thanks so much for the donation. And holy shit, how's your dad doing? Hopefully, I mean, we know everybody send some love to Theo in the live chat. His dad is going through it right now, and Theo's going through it with him. Theo, we are here for you, my man. And hopefully this video makes you feel a little bit better. I hope so. Guys, everybody send some love to Theo right now. Right now.
People
And his papa.
found my old Reddit account, and what's funny is they all want to be like, oh, this guy's crazy. But the one comment I don't see any of the haters talking about is one from 14 years ago. Maybe you guys can fish it up and send it to me, of me saying that I don't support Netanyahu in the West Bank settlements. 14.
How about the comment of you comparing Arabs to monkeys, bro? Someone want to fish that one out? Hey, AB, fish that one out.
Years ago. From an account nobody knew me on. So, like, there was no motivation for me to lie about, you know, and it's... I don't think these people are anti-Semitic, but what they're doing is targeting a random Jewish dude. And then what's the difference between me and Trisha?
Yeah,
Is- wait,
I
is
think
it
the thing
actually
is, at
not-
least with Gen Z, is that they're very quick to just
Gen Z likes Trisha, bro. They fuck with Trisha. And Trisha recently said that she's pro-Palestine, bro, and they've spoken out against the genocide. Unlike you and Elo, who keep insisting that Israel's great. I want to go vlog and show you how great Tel Aviv is.
kind of watch a TikTok video, it tells you what to think, and then they run with it, right? It's like free like moral points, right? It's like, oh, I'm against this person everybody hates, therefore I'm also a good person, right? It's easy to do. You don't have to do anything, right?
To the social credits, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. Everyone's fucking glazing Ethan so much. Like, they just don't know, Ethan. They hate you because they don't know. Why did the fallen fans leave, bro? Because we don't know. We don't fucking watch the show. Bro, I got a fucking whole database of clips. What do you mean? Have you checked like Reddit, bro? We lost power. Have you checked Reddit? There are databases upon databases of videos, clips, quotes, things Ethan and Hila have said on their show repeatedly. Like, that's it. Why even have these debates? Why are we even having these debates? Bat Pierogi just gifted 1 membership. Thank you so much, Bat Pierogi. And Moza just sent 25 AED saying, I've been consistently pro-Palestine. I need him to name a single time he was pro-Palestine. Moza, he donated. He donated that $6,000, $4,000. We have literally donated more money to Palestine than Ethan Klein has. Can you guys believe that? Our community has donated. And don't forget, like, we helped raise like another like 3,000 or 5,000 pounds for Mohsen like months ago. Like, we've collectively raised over 20 grand for Gaza. You don't fucking hear us. Ethan still brings this shit up to this day.
So
A lot of it is like, yeah, this online activism that you see. It's very virtue signaling, and you have to signal to everybody around you, hey, I hate this dude too. We're cool, right?
You know, recently somebody passed on working with me, and they said that I
Deculturation says it was known H3 were Zios from day one. You were a fan? I was a fan, man. Honestly, like, I never really knew much of their thoughts. Like, I mean, there was, when the Al-Aqsa Mosque thing happened, they put out, like, a statement, which I thought at the time was good enough. And I'm ashamed to say it, you know what I mean? But I was a massive fan, and I kind of liked the fact that I was like, you know what? Like, the fact that I can enjoy these Israeli podcasters is like a good thing and a step towards, like, peace and shit. Silly of me to think, and I've come to learn way more about, like, Israel-Palestine in 2020 up to today. At this point, it's like part of my personality. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, I was a fan, and I'm trying to make up for that shit right now as any way I can. Like a lot of us in the live chat are. A lot of us here are here for redemption, deculturation, and we ask for your understanding. The Whimsical Wanderers sends another $5 and says, Ethan seems to think there's a statute of limitations on the things he said in the past, and we're wrong to be shocked. He was a full-grown adult. Literally, it was a year ago. It was literally like a year and a half ago. Some of the stuff he said like 6 months ago. Like, bro, we ain't forgetting, bro.
should educate myself on the topic.
You should what?
That I should educate myself on the topic.
That's funny. I feel more educated on the topic than probably 95% than all these people, right?
95% of what? The world? What were you going to say, Ethan? I feel more educated on the topic of Israel-Palestine than most of the world.
But how fucking condescending.
To an Israeli who still has family there and is very much affected every day by what's going on, to tell me to educate myself on the topic.
Wait, did we miss this part? Sorry.
And you have to signal to everybody around you, hey, I hate this dude too. We're cool, right?
You know, recently somebody passed on working with me, and they said that I should educate myself on the topic.
You should.
Based. Someone passed on working with Hila Klein, presumably for a Teddy Fresh collab, and they were like, hey, maybe you should go educate yourself on what's going on there. That's what you tell an Israeli, bro. We don't care that you live there. It's because you live there and you're swimming in their propaganda and their hasbara. You don't know any better. While other people have managed to get out of that, you refuse to. You refuse to reckon with where you come from and your past.
What?
That I should educate myself on the topic.
That's funny. I feel more educated on the topic than probably 95% than all these people, right?
95%.
But how fucking condescending.
To an Israeli who still has family there and is very much affected every day by what's going on.
Affected in what way are you affected negatively compared to the people of Gaza, bro? Like, you're affected in what? Like, your cousin had to go join the IDF? You can't see your cousin for a little while? How are you really affected? I mean, October 7th, you guys were affected then. How have you been affected since? You guys bombed Iran. They retaliated. They had every right to. Who gives a fuck?
Tell me to educate myself on the topic.
You're a Zionist who constantly spews propaganda. You've been out of Israel for years now. You still believe the same bullshit. So, yeah, you need to get educated, lady.
So, at any rate,
yeah.
Were you able to get through to them, Nate? How did that go?
No, the conversation. I mean, it's family, so just kind of have to move. They don't.
It is what it
they
is.
don't talk about it anymore. They kind of moved on from talking about it.
But why is it that? Go ahead, finish your thought.
Well, I will say, I think the biggest issue you have right now is that you're like pretty much on two different fronts, right? You're fighting Hassan fans and you're fighting Trisha fans, and they're both like super duper like.
It's an unholy.
Those are the fronts. He's fighting Hassan fans. He's fighting Destiny fans now. He's fighting his own fans, his own ex fans. He's fighting Philip DeFranco fans. He's fighting Frogan fans. He's fighting Denim's fans. He's fighting all these random streamers fans. He's fighting everyone, bro. He's fighting everyone. And who does he have on his side? Keemstar, The Quartering, Loner Box. He used to have Destiny on his side. Dan Saltman, Nick Eat the Oreo, Rape Review, Nick Eat the Oreo. You know what I'm saying? That's who supports them. Vix Faz sends £5 pounds and says, Ethan, bro, we're not all Trisha stans. Lots of us are former H3 fans who are disgusted by how he's acted and what he's been spewing for the last 2 years. That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy. Most of the people in this live chat are former fans, I would say. Far Twain, thank you so much for the support, Vix Faz. We love you. Far Twain sends $5. Thank you so much, Far Twain. Remember when Ethan didn't know Netanyahu's name was Benjamin? Also, I don't know enough, was her defense when she called Yoav Gallant a really good guy. Oh, we're going to talk about the Yoav Gallant clip. That's my favorite clip. And remember, folks, I clipped it. I clipped that key piece of evidence that has come to haunt Ethan and Hila. Oh, good times. Good times. Jordan M sends $5 and says, someone told me a Nazi living in Germany in the 30s to educate myself on the Jews energy. Exactly. Exactly. That's the perfect comparison, Jordan. That's hilarious.
The alliance.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, you got to take it one at a time. But unfortunately, we're doing two, right?
So the question is,
You're doing like 19 fronts, shoot 2 fronts, bro.
why is these people who don't watch this show, who don't know anything about me, who probably don't even know about this fucking conflict, let's be real, probably heard about Gaza for the first time on October 7th, probably couldn't even point to Israel on a map, let's be real. Why is it that they feel so...
Folks, let us take just a moment to pause this. I would like to mention that Bat Hasbara, Nour just reminded me on WhatsApp, is having a live stream fundraiser. Let's just go pop in, say hello to our boys at the Bat Hasbara live stream.
I have to do a bunch of like looking at the thing.
Our
and
boys
it takes
are
a while
live.
for Google to
Everybody
send the
go
money.
pop
It's
in and
very
say hello.
annoying.
Open them up in another tab. Let me just say a quick hello. Hello.
Yeah, try to circumvent Google if possible, but of course, super chats all go to Gaza City Flower Fund, so please send them.
Very good.
Yes.
And finally, from the early 90s, Babes in Toyland.
Everybody go, if you can go say hello, if you can just go pop in and just say hello, tell them DNW says hi. DNW Nation and Bat Hasbara Nation.
Very dark metal group.
Let's get their link more. Copy the link, copy link address. I'm going to post the link in the live chat. Boom. Wait, what? They're not letting me post it. What is that link?
That there's a song on here called Bruise Violet about Courtney Love. She was frenemies.
Whoa, that is a
with
long
Courtney
link.
Love, and features the lyric, you fucking bitch. Well, I hope your insides rot. It's a
Hell yeah.
great song, great album. I remember them. I think I saw them open for Faith No More.
There you go.
1992.
Oh, I saw
That's the
Faith No
spin
More.
today.
That is what is
ladies.
spinning. Mosen is in the chat. Shout out to Mosen. Thank you for being here. Apparently, I am blurry. My internet has been sucking ass lately. I don't know why. I want to try something, but I'm scared that it'll fuck up the stream. So I don't know what to do exactly
Someone help Matt Lieb with his production.
about my blurry face, other than to say like, "Hey guys, sorry I'm blurry. Maybe look at Daniel. Like Daniel's, you know, he looks good, you know."
Azalea Jane, why are you asking Adam or Matt what on the ones or twos?
Oh,
means?
Jim D. Dukers just donated $20 on all our behalfs, folks. I should
Clearly
make a
the hip
donation.
hop fans.
This
That's
On the
right.
ones and twos is the turntable.
Let me
one
cut
and
away from this and
turntable
make
two.
a
It's
quick
DJ
dono, guys.
term.
That's right. That's right. And I respect the fact that you thought
Let's
I would
just-
know that more than Daniel.
Ooh, Saeed,
And
our boy
I appreciate
Saeed.
that a lot. It's
my
very
God,
nice
Saeed.
when the audience
So
is
generous
like,
from
you know
Saeed.
who else is smart? Matt.
Yeah, for sure.
Matt is also smart.
well,
Matt's got-
someone was like, Daniel's the OG.
So, anyways, pop in over there. We can't watch this for too long, folks. We love them, so go check them out. We love our boys at the Bathhouse Bar. They were both guests on our fundraiser.
Or Daniel's not the only musical genius on this team, and someone else. Is
I
like,
think
what are you
Saeed
talking about?
donated to
Matt's
our
the OG
fundraiser too.
musical
He's
genius
extremely
on this
generous.
That's right.
Podcast. Have you ever listened to Pod Yourself a Gun? To which
That's
I have
right.
to say, fair enough.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, we both come from a background of music.
Okay, we'll catch up with our boys a little bit later. I paused it where we should. Let's continue this.
So incentivized, so, encouraged to denounce me. So anyway, this gives me an interesting
Jim, we love you. You're so generous.
glimpse. Thank you guys for sharing. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tamara. Thank you, Nate. So anyway, this conversation gave me a really interesting glimpse, and it gave me some ideas.
Okay, this is my issue, okay, because that's not true.
I think the Ukrainian war is bullshit. I don't know why
Yeah, by
we're
the way.
sending money. Like, I really
This
don't.
guy went from calling me pro-genocide, and then he goes,
You came in here and you
Hutch just
were
asked him, what do you think about the war in Ukraine? He goes, I think it's bullshit. They're talking hundreds of thousands of people dying who did nothing
Okay, so
but
we're gonna skip all the war on Ukraine stuff.
hitting on them and calling me pro-genocide. It's the moral inversion, the moral confusion is
Like again, he's deflecting. What about why don't you care about Ukraine? Like, bro, we're not talking about Ukraine right now. We're talking about the genocide that's happening in Gaza. Why Israelis love to do that? Zionists love to do that. Like, hey, well, what about Sudan? Why aren't you talking about Sudan? Why aren't you talking about what's happening there? Or like, it's like, bro, fucking chill out. We're asking you about your genocide right now. We'll talk about Ukraine in time. We'll talk about Ukraine later. They're crazy.
Staggering. It's scary what's happening. Anyway, I'm gonna watch a little bit at the beginning, and then I'll skip to where they talk about me specifically.
Hey, Lizzie says they just said hello. God bless them. God bless them.
Shit in my chat. Oh, you become so disgusting. I used to look up to you and blah blah blah. And then I tell you like, well, what do you think about Ukraine? You're like, not my problem. Like, how are you calling my
Hutch?
Patrick? Are you there, Patrick?
Morning, sir. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
So this is the rando that Hutch is talking to. He's talking to like some random person. All right, let's just go check the Bat Hasbara boys. I gotta watch their high. What is this?
Suspect the fact
Some
that
of us some of us got a graduate degree from NYU. Some of us were on the streets busking Bone Thugs and Harmony.
These are our boys.
Some of us know every renowned. I mean, listen, all I'm saying. Whereas that's
I respect that.
I
On my
don't know
shelf
Ska.
a couple of weeks ago.
They have 300
If I
people
knew Ska,
watching.
I'd
That's
talk about
awesome.
it. I don't know Ska. I know real guy.
Names annoy me without even hearing the music. regularly.
Aquabats. People are tuning in like stuff to get to. We, of
I do
course-
not worry. Hi, thanks for having us on your live stream the other day.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm glad that we have some do not worry people here. A lot of crossover. Thank you for being here as well. And remember, donate. You know, so
Nour would be here in a while, folks. She had a
Yeah.
business
Oh, we got.
engagement.
Wait, who else donated?
well,
Super Guy
and
Bob
remember-
also donated. Super Guy Bob, you're so generous. We love our boys. We love our boys. Super Guy Bob. Also, shout out to Super Guy Bob in the chat, folks, for
Well,
donating.
actually, maybe not so well. Did not like what I saw opening my phone this morning. I did not watch the HD3 stream yesterday, but a little concerned to see kind of your
Where is Mike from
transformation over the
as
last kind of,
$2,500
12
bitch?
months in this politics insider route. Your roundtable podcast with people who I feel are out of touch, and I know you have kind of a spectrum across what represents liberalism, modern liberalism. And
By the way,
Okay.
when you listen to this guy, I know because I was this person once. This is like fresh out of college, right? Or fresh in college, somewhere around there. Like you are asking, you're like, I have no. Here's
Okay, I
show
want
me
to try to
one
skip a lot of this Hutch shit.
example. And he goes, dude, there's a million.
So Ethan is watching this because literally like this random person called into Hutch and was like, hey, why did you go on the H3 podcast yesterday? Don't you know that Ethan is like a Zionist? And Hutch sat there and defended Ethan, literally glazed him for like 10 minutes, being like, well, no, he's not actually a Zionist. And the reason people think he's a Zionist is because he just asked Hassan to moderate his chat once. It's like, bro, there's a lot more to it than that.
your kind of sphere. But on here, why am I seeing tweets? I'll read one example. You know, I think you had. I think this was November 2023, briefly after the Hamas attack. What is your stance? Is a genocide happening? I understand you.
Okay, they're talking about other stuff, so let me skip forward to when I come up here. Here it is. Oh no, it's right here at the top. No, it's not. It's this one. There we go.
In a lot of different areas.
And that's a very good opinion. So to bring it all back, why the fuck are you interviewing H3? What is this?
Well, technically, he's interviewing me. What's your issue? What's your issue with him?
Do you not think that in terms of his point of views, everything he kind of what's shaken down in like the last 2 years, you don't think that that's detrimental to?
But you can hear him. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't even know how to articulate it fully because he doesn't even understand what he's exactly accusing me of.
I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
Because that guy doesn't fucking watch the show, man. Like that guy is not someone who consumes the podcast. He hasn't been keeping up with the situation. And that's exactly why Ethan got the idea to take calls. He wants people like this guy to fucking call in who don't know what the fuck they're talking about so he can own them easily, bro.
It's not that he's dumb. It's just that he's young and overconfident. I used to be that way.
Your larger audience to what he believes?
No, I don't. No.
Oh,
in fact, I actually, would you actually just tell me who?
Hey, sorry, I'm missing some super chat. Haley D sent $5 and says, I'd rather someone be forthcoming about being a former fan than to pretend they were never, than they never were and didn't grow. Oh, I agree with you, Haley. Of course, I would never. I mean, there's no way I could deny being a fan. Like, if someone just went back like 10 episodes, like a few episodes from like 2 years ago, all I'm wearing is like Teddy Fresh and shit. So, like, I could never deny that, even if I wanted to. Super Guy Bob sends $5 and says, we can't end the war with Ukraine with one phone call, but the US can stop Israel's genocide. That's a very good point. We're not, like, Russia can still fuck with the US if they want to, but, like, Israel can't. Jim D. Duker sends $2 and says, Maki money. Maki says, thank you, Maki. Say thank you to Jim. There you go, Jim. Maki's very appreciative. Theo, that is Maki.
You watch? I just want to know.
Yeah, content-wise, actually, for the last kind of 2 years, you're talking about like political content.
Yeah, come on, be honest.
Really have
that he's total fucking full of bullshit. Then why is it that you have all these ideas of me and you don't watch politics? Where did you hear it? Where did you hear it? I think it's pretty fucking obvious.
Projects
So
more.
Ethan is trying to like basically discredit the caller, which is true. The caller sounds like an idiot.
Who did you watch?
Watch it.
And it might be even further left.
Yeah,
than that.
being so embarrassed is giving bad empanada.
Yeah, you can't admit you're a bad empanada fan. You can, right?
And I think that people
This
are
part's
really
boring.
profoundly influenced by the people.
I think that's false.
Well, something. Crazy.
I think.
Stand on your shit, dude.
Yeah.
They've been saying that Netanyahu is like a war criminal. They've been saying that what Israel has been doing in Gaza has been completely unjustified. They've been talking about how Gaza deserves, like, Palestinians deserve their own state. They deserve to be free.
I think
You can still be a Zionist and say those things. You could still say, hey, Palestinians deserve self-determination. Netanyahu is a bad guy. They should stop they should stop the genocide right now. You can say all of that and still be a Zionist. Zionist doesn't necessarily mean a bloodthirsty genocide lover. You don't want to have to drink the blood of children to be a Zionist. There are a million ways to be Zionist. I know it's confusing. I know some people like a black and white solution. Oh, Zionist means this or that. It can't be anything else. Zionist is a wide-ranging fucking term. It's a big old umbrella that a lot of people can fucking fit underneath. Okay? You don't have to love genocide. You don't have to be on camera and be like, I fucking want to see every Palestinian child burn and dead. You don't have to say that, bro. You don't have to. And we're going to go through the things that Ethan and Hila have said that make it very clear that they're Zionists. Don't you worry. This is a long live stream. I ain't going anywhere. Okay?
it's false.
It's not, I promise you.
That's crazy.
I think that's false.
What do you even say at that point?
Well, something. I feel like I have to do something because
Yeah, because this is widespread. This is like, it's not one guy here, another guy there. This is like
this
a
is the
lot
same
of
person that
people.
like, came up to the girl
Yeah.
and said, you have a Teddy Fresh phone case.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like, this is the same thing happening. So for me, what I've been doing is clearly not working, and I need to tackle this in a different way. But first of all, just understand.
Oh, you mean what you've been doing? Shitting on small creators, suing people left and right, threatening other people with lawsuits, obsessing over Hassan for 2 years, obsessing over Hassan on your Instagram stories, claiming that you quit Twitter, but you're on Twitter all fucking day, reposting fucking people's tweets. You think that's not working? Burning bridges with all of your friends, all of your former associates, all of your former guests, ruining the lives of your crew. Olivia has taken a mental health break. Oh, you think that hasn't been working? Once the views fucking tanked and hit 400K, you had to wait till the views couldn't get above 400K to realize that something isn't working. And even after realizing that something isn't working, you don't seem to understand why. You still are out there blaming people for and just calling people anti-Semites for no fucking reason. I don't know why it's happening, shit, but something isn't working. I wonder what it is. Oh shit, what could it be? Is it the fucking 5 lawsuits? Is it you suing Frogan, Casey Tron, and Denims? Is it you shitting on Anissa and iDubbbz non-fucking stop? Is it you shitting on fucking Hassan non-stop? Is it you shitting on Chris Gunzler? Is it you shitting on little old me? Okay, why do you think you fucked up, bro? What kind of question is that? Marina Nimitz sends $2 and says, I remember you showing off your Teddy Fresh. Yeah, I showed it off in that first old episode. A whole stack of it. Haley D says, how did you come up with Maki and Nata's names? I adopted them with those names. I considered changing them, but I was like, you know what? It felt forced. They liked their names. Their names are cute, so I kept them. My coach named them. And Akeshi sends $2 and says, liberal Zionists act like they're well-meaning. Exactly. It's a wolf. They're a wolf in sheep's clothing. Oh, we love peace. Oh, we love gay rights. But Palestinian for leaving Gaza? Palestinians having the right to return to Israel? Hell no. Fuck no. They'll kill us all.
Understanding this perspective it fascinated me, frankly.
I promise you. This is why, and you don't want to tell me who you watch for media. That's fine. You say it's nobody. Okay. But I really want you to deep dive into.
Anthony, you're looking dropped out. What does that mean? You mean dripped out? I don't know what that means. Is dropped out a new term that the kids are using?
What Ethan and Hila have actually said about this conflict, because they are not broadly Israel supporters. They're just not. These people should have been your ally, and you guys you chased them out.
I do not think that's true at all, because they've said some very disgusting racist things over the last.
Oh, dripped out. Let's go. Hell yeah. I mean, I think I look okay. Nothing too crazy. The hat again. Just the hair is not working today.
2 years.
Okay.
Thank you, folks. Thank you.
I said discussing racist things. I'm on video all the time. I said discussing racist things, so clearly they should be able to show them.
Yeah.
Clip. Easy, right? Let's see the clip.
About specifically Palestinians.
Can I get an example?
Eastern community.
Can I get an...
Please, bro. Would you like me to come back in like 30 minutes and collect my fucking Twitch clips? I'm so confused.
By the way, I was like, yes. I know Hesh doesn't want to, but I was screaming at the TV. Yes, yes, that's what I want you to do. Go do that.
I've seen.
By the way, thank you to Hutch for.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. These are Ethan's friends now. Lonerbox. These are the political commentators he can get on his show. Lonerbox and Hutch and Harley Morenstein. Those are the friends of the H3 podcast. What a fucking downgrade, bro. What a downgrade. You had Hassan Piker as your co-host. Now you have to bring on fucking Hutch. You have to bring on Hutch for political takes? Who the fuck is this guy? Where is he sitting? This is a fucking living room? What's up with this? This isn't even a set. I'm not even trying to shame the guy, but like, what is this? Who is this dude? I literally do not know who the fuck this guy is. I've seen clips of him on Twitter a couple times just shitting on Hassan. Who is Hutch? What a downgrade. Why am I getting 400,000 views? Maybe because you're bringing on Hutch. Maybe because you're bringing on Harley Morenstein, bro, as your guests instead of Stavros, instead of Hassan, instead of, like, I don't know, QT Cinderella. But guess what? None of these people want anything to do with you anymore, man. What's going on, bro? No, Nogzolato sends $5 and says, and helping Zionist Alexa Nicholas lawsuit because Kat Tenbarge wrote an article calling him a misogynist and Alexa attacks Drake Bell victims. Nogzolato, you are obsessed with that story. This is like the third time you super chat me about this. I love your passion for it. I wish I knew more about it to actually like speak on that shit. I'm sorry, man. I'll try to look into it. If I'm honest, I'll try to look into it. Not to mention Alexa pulled the as a mom of 2 Jewish kids in reference to iDubbbz and the bleach sword. Oh shit. Hey, speaking of that bleach sword, we saw it at the anime convention.
Out there, you know, it is appreciated. It is.
All the same clips that you have. So
okay, then how are we arriving at different opinions? Because you sound like an apologist in this scenario.
I don't know what you think I'm apologizing for. Or what do you mean?
Defending their very staunch is pro-Israel.
This is
stance.
no wait.
So
this is wait. Hold on. This is what they said.
You're telling me that H3 is not pro-Israel.
Do you understand that H3 called it a genocide like within a couple months? Do you understand that? Do you understand that H?
That's it. That they called it a genocide. All is forgiven then. All is forgiven. They called it a genocide, but then they sit there and fucking justify why it would be done. Well, the rapes. You know what I mean? I mean, all they do. How many times did they talk about the fucking rapes, bro? Instead of talking about the Israeli IDF and prison guards that constantly rape Palestinian prisoners, bro. Kids, women, adults, whatever you want. They're raping them fucking day in and day out in Israeli prisons, bro.
Do you understand? I mean, that's like way faster than I ever used that word. Do you understand that like H3 has talked about how Palestinians deserve to be free from occupation? They deserve to have their own state. And they've
been saying that before October 7th when this fucking goofball probably didn't even know where Israel was on a map. He didn't know shit. Never even thought about this conflict. And I was, you know, advocating. I voted against Netanyahu twice when I lived there. Okay.
I voted against Netanyahu twice, bro. Guess what? 90% of Israelis are fine with what's happening in Gaza. I don't care who votes, because you think the alternative to Netanyahu is like a pro-Palestine person who wants to give every Palestinian person his freedom and let them move back into their old homes? No. They're like maybe 5% less fucking psychotic than Netanyahu. Everyone in Israel is a fucking psycho in the government, bro.
That's more to affect change than you will ever accomplish in your entire life as an online activist.
Oh, I'm sorry, we're not Israelis and can't vote against Netanyahu. What kind of fucking flex is that? Fuck you. The fact that you can even vote for Netanyahu means you're a fucking piece of shit. You fucking willingly became an Israeli citizen to vote for or against this guy? What kind of fucking flex is it? Well, at least I'm Israeli. At least I can vote. Fuck you. The fact that you're Israeli is the problem. You're supposed to be in fucking Los Angeles. Shujay Baklanna.
I've also seen them say and I know that this is not false. They have also said things that contradict those statements that you just said as well.
He's got all the talking points, but he doesn't even understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
So like,
that's why I want to have calls with people like that, because they won't know how to defend themselves or defend their arguments. Don't call in to the H3 podcast unless you're fucking Chris Kunzler. Don't call in. Don't give Ethan the fucking satisfaction. Don't give him the ammunition, bro. Okay, unless you know what you're talking about. Unless you've seen some clips of Ethan and you actually have something to back what you're gonna say up, bro.
He hasn't said one thing that we actually said, but only like they have staunchly supported Israel. So what?
Which that statement alone, I was just like, wow. It did come as a shock to me. It came as a surprise to me that that this is the level of.
Noxolato sends $2 and says Hutch is a paid shill for progressive victory. Lol.
Delusion.
I
that
believe
people
it.
have about me, and I don't want to.
He's calling it a delusion that people have about me. Really, Ethan, a delusion?
These people are not the bad guys. They are doing what they think is right, and they're young and stupid, like I used to be once, and talk about shit they don't know.
And now the fact that their podcast is at 400,000 views and they're like desperate, he's trying to be a little nicer at least. Instead of calling everyone just a fucking crazy anti-Semite, he's like, look, they're not the bad guys. They just, they're young and stupid. Bro, I'm 34 fucking years old, man. I'm not in college anymore. I'm not some naive college student who wants to see the best in the world. I know what the fuck you're saying. I know it's Zionist propaganda. I don't need to be a fucking 17-year-old person for you to fucking debate people right now. He's just assuming all of his haters are young 17-year-olds. That's it? Is that what you really think, man?
Right? So, trying to be mature about this and think about it pragmatically.
I really doubt that that's true. I'm very up to date on all. I'm so online. I'm so up to date on all that
I
lore.
don't think it'll take me long to find some clips. I really don't.
Go.
That they've
Like I'm sitting on my computer on Discord with you, but I don't think it would take me long to find clips at all.
How do you make sense? Like, listen to me. How do you make sense out of the idea that Ethan was calling this thing a genocide and that he wants Palestinians to be free from occupation?
Because I'm lying.
Like, how do you square that with him being like super pro-Israel?
I think as long as he self-identifies as a Zionist, which he does.
That's crazy. That's crazy. This post from 14 years ago, I literally say verbatim, I do not support Israeli Zionism. 14 years ago. This dude was probably in elementary school when I was expressing anti-Zionistic.
Anti-Zionistic. Okay, yeah, whatever. We have a whole list. We're getting to the list.
Staunch.
Palestinians.
I self-identify as a Zionist. Never.
To be free from occupation. Like, how do you square that with him being like super pro-Israel?
I think as long as he self-identifies as a Zionist, which he does, then that's all.
I don't think I've
Why
never heard
does
him
he
call
say
himself a
this
Zionist,
stuff
by the way.
so sure about it? Like, he said it so confidently.
Right, so, I mean, and that's convincing if you don't know, right?
And they're just out here critiquing some random fucking person, bro. That's how they're getting their satisfaction. Oh, so these people don't actually know what they're talking about. Are they all like this guy? No, we're not all like this fucking guy, bro. Like, come on, bro. They're just ignoring everyone else, all the videos, all the breakdowns, everything people have said about them, all of the one-to-one fucking, like, corrections that people have made. They're pretending like none of that happens. Now we finally want to hear from our community. What do you guys think? Why am I a Zionist? Google it, Ethan. There's a whole fucking industry of videos that have been made about why you're a Zionist.
That comment it's just blowing me away, this whole conversation. Just so eye-opening.
That's
I don't think I've never heard him call himself a Zionist, by the way.
Yeah.
I've literally have seen him call himself a Zionist. Why are people?
No.
You have not. You have never seen that.
True.
You've seen this
Show
dude
it.
cry.
What's your definition of his...
That's political, right?
Okay, all right.
That's
He
how-
just thought of a
someone who
name
I
that's
really
like,
liked.
okay, enough to say.
Adam
He's like,
Friedland
oh
does
yeah, I
not-
got one.
Adam Friedland does
You're
not
not gonna
talk about-
judge me for this one.
You didn't learn I'm a Zionist from Adam Friedland, okay?
And Come Town is not a political podcast.
And that it's not a
The
political,
guy said that he watches Adam Friedland, etc., etc.
whatever that show is, which I don't know. I know it's not political.
I wish they would just pull up a clip.
We're getting to
I've been saying that from the beginning. It's like,
I think that is telling, though, by the way. I think that's your answer. You were like, maybe not Hassan, maybe Bad Empanada. Him saying Come Town, he's a Chapo guy.
oh, is that the political one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was
They're
that
like
guy.
buddies.
That's the guy whose eyes were rolling in the back.
That's Felix. Yeah,
Eyes rolling back.
for sure.
Okay.
He like never stops vaping.
Chapo.
I'm just guessing.
Chapo
From
cat.
No Zionism. That Israel is not. Zionism exists to give Israelis a safe place to live, and by definition, Israel is not a safe place to live. So Zionists should.
This guy has no fucking idea. He is so dumb. He can't even
So I want to talk to him.
articulate like a coherent point about Zionism. He says Zionism is a safe place for Jews to live, but it's not safe. Therefore, I'm against Zionism. Talking about, bro. Just stop. Just stop.
Not be.
That's not really
What
dumb.
he's trying to say is that like the vision behind Israel was like to create a safe place for Jews, but instead what it has done, instead of creating a safe place for Jews, it has created a more dangerous environment for Jewish people, because they tried to create Israel by violently displacing other people and fucking genociding them. So of course there's going to be resistance in the area, and it makes Jewish people outside of Israel less safe because people associate the violent acts of the genocidal entity known as Israel to regular random Jewish people just wanting to live their lives abroad in peace. Okay, that's what this idiot is trying to say, but can't fucking verbalize it.
definition. It's not really a definition.
So that a Zionist is someone who believes this a state for Israelis should exist.
Say for Jewish people. State for Jewish people. Is that what he said?
Right.
Is that what he said?
Jewish people.
How do you feel about the fact that the? How do you feel about the fact that the Comtown? How do you feel about the fact that the like Adam Friedland literally just like laughed at the Ukrainian war and said, "Not my problem."
I think the Ukrainian war.
Let's deflect to the Ukrainian war again. Well, what about Ukraine? If you care so much about Gaza, why don't you care about Ukraine? Bro, fuck you. Mind your own business.
Bullshit. I don't know.
Imagine hand waving such like horrific war crimes, the theft of tens of thousands of children. Okay, and imagine having the balls to accuse me in such hateful language. He's impugning Hutch's entire existence as a person just for talking
to you.
And then on the other breath, hand wave without a care in the world. This fucking insane, this absolutely insane warmonger Putin, who's
by the way, Chapo Trap House is an awesome fucking show. Like,
who's killing a bunch of civilians, who brought war on a peaceful country, who's kidnapping children, tens of thousands of kids.
Oh, now you care about children? They're kidnapping children. Oh no. Yeah, who else is butchering children right now, Ethan? You mind talking about that a little bit?
Fucking kidnapped, literally. How is that possible? It's scary. It's scary. How you can be, I mean, cognitive dissonance is
yeah.
It is what that is. Quite literally.
Challenged?
What's that, Nate?
Challenged?
Challenge? Nothing? Okay. I don't know why you said challenge.
Don't.
Okay, you're telling me that you're a pro-Palestinian advocate because you don't like the amount of suffering.
We were trying to.
Hold on. Let me ask a question.
Has every
Let me ask a question. Okay, like you tell me that you don't you watch what's happening in Gaza right now, and you
are you equating that Russia and Ukraine's relationship is mirrors that of Israel and Gaza's?
You know, it doesn't need to mirror each other.
Why do you need to make that comparison? Like, bro, it's
bro,
evil.
He's so fucking annoying, bro. I'm sorry, man. Like, the Ukraine, like, Ukraine is not like a subjugated people being fucking tortured and being fucking subjugated for the past like 70 years by another state. Okay, they're having kind of a more of an equal battle. I know someone's gonna make that point a little later, but like, Ukraine gets billions of dollars in funding from the US and military defense. They have like half of Europe and like the US by their side. You're trying to compare that to a literal fucking genocide. It's not the same. Yeah, what's happening to Ukraine and Ukrainian kids and shit is fucking sad. Of course, bro. Of course. Are you happy now? Can we move on?
He's ignorant but evil in his ignorance, right?
In the ignorance.
I don't think he's evil, but like his ignorance.
You know that more people have died in the Ukrainian war than in Gaza?
Yeah, and what do the casualties look like on both sides? What is the share?
Well,
What does it matter? What does it matter how many Russians died? They started the fucking war.
So you don't care because it's on both sides? So you don't care?
Oh, so you don't care? Oh, so you don't care about victims? Oh my god, you don't care? You're so tell us, I mean, if you care about Gaza but you don't care about Ukraine, do you actually care about anything? Oops. I don't want to hear it. I'm about to smoke a cigarette. I just need to get Maki out of the room because, as you know, I'm a good cat daddy. Okay, and Maki ain't gonna sit here while I smoke. So let's go wake Maki up. I'm sorry, I didn't want to do this, Maki, but we're gonna stream for like another couple hours. Oh, that was so sad. Little Maki. Tetrafun, folks, just gifted 50 Do Not Worry memberships. Holy shit. Tetrafun, that's so generous. From Turkey, all the way from Turkey. Tetrafun, I'm trying. I might be going to Turkey. This month. Theo sends €2 and says, hand wave is Ethan's new favorite word. Right? I mean, he said it like 3 times. Thank you, Bo. So many awesome people are getting memberships. Tetrafun, that's so fucking generous. We love you so much. Thank you so much for the banging support. Ooh, iDubbbz just dropped a new video. Holy shit. Nour with the updates. Maybe we do that tomorrow. Oh my god, bro. Never-ending reactions.
So if more
It's
than
bullshit.
Very strange way to moral your way out of the obvious contradiction here.
one thing
I don't care about this conflict because the casualties are more even between the two sides.
Yeah, wait,
So-
and that's a strange sentiment I picked up since the very beginning. That like if as long as more Israeli
Yes, IDubbbz is reacting to the fucking coach and all that shit. Dude, I told him he had to do that. I was like, bro, go for these fuckers. That's awesome. Coming clean. Dude, okay, that's like a video for tomorrow, I think, or something. The IDubbbz video. We got too much to watch today.
he's died, everything would be fine. That's the only thing.
Desire should be to end all of the killing, right? Like,
Yes, I would hope so.
not even out the
I
proportion.
think he might even be pro-Ukraine genocide. He might be. I think he's on Putin's side by the sound of it.
I doubt he thinks he is, but yeah,
No, he actually kind of like, I listened to this call before, and with time, he kind of like,
Okay, we don't care
talk
about this
it
shit.
with so much knowledge. How many children? Hutch, and
He's talking about genocide,
Politics.
and then on the other hand, says this.
In Ukraine, what side are you on that?
I'm on I'm on no.
Okay, there's a clip where he calls him a good Jew or something. Let's find that here. I don't want to fucking sit through that whole thing.
Adam makes a joke, and it's
Yeah,
like
Play
okay.
Adam's joke
Yeah,
too.
so
which,
Adam Friedland, who's the example of a good Jew, he's one of the good Jewish approved list here.
yeah.
So anyone who disagrees with Ethan, any Jewish person that speaks out against Israel or Zionism, according to Ethan, is basically a token Jew. But he doesn't call them. He calls them tokens sometimes. He calls Raph from the Arabs podcast a token. But Adam, he chooses to call him a good Jew. He's one of the good ones. Oh, look, he's one of the good ones. I'm not one of the good ones. But he's just a fucking petty, jealous little fucking bitch, bro.
By the way, all these good Jews on the approved list don't have to deal with the complexity of having family who are born there.
Adam literally has fucking family in Israel. He lived in Israel. You see, this is Ethan fucking projecting, fucking trying to find reasons to discredit people or making it seem like he has more of a claim. He's more, like, as an Israeli Jewish person, he has more of a stake to talk about things. And I'm one of the 95% who can, I know more than 95% of people about what's happening there because it's like, bro, shut the fuck up. You're not special, Ethan. You're not fucking special.
Who live there, who can't go anywhere else. Like it's
I don't
so
know if that's
nice.
true for Adam.
Adam has
Adam
family
lived in Israel.
Oh no, he said the only maybe I could be out there I'm wrong, but he's telling.
I think Adam is.
He went on.
I think he has ties to Israel.
Yeah, and
He went there.
He was also getting shit for that Richie Torres thing. You know, like a lot of people were applauding him. I was very happy that he confronted him. But also, some people are saying that it wasn't enough.
Shit from who? I don't
What
know.
do you mean?
I
I
don't
don't
know what the
understand what
Richie
you're
Torres
saying.
thing is, but the only time I've heard
He doesn't know shit about Adam. He doesn't know shit about the interview, but he wants to talk about it and call Adam a good Jew, a token. He's one of the good ones, folks, and tries to discredit him.
He was getting shit from
he
who?
went there on birthright and got disillusioned.
From
He
people
lived there
saying
for a
that
few
he
years.
should have spoken.
He lived in Israel?
Yeah.
About stuff and.
Is that right?
Yeah.
From
At
the
least that's what he
pro-Palestine
says.
side or pro-Israel side?
For the Palestine side. Yeah.
So even he's not
I don't
enough?
even like to say.
Guys, I'm not usually a smoker, okay? Just sometimes, occasionally, I get the itch. Theo says, happy smoking. Touches cigarette tips. Don't do it, Theo. Lizzie Rosa says, not gonna lie, I'm also a smoker. Don't be smoking, guys. I'm not trying to encourage smoking. It honestly tastes like ass.
From the Palestine side, because I feel like it's just so misrepresentative of majority of the movement from the extreme side. Yeah.
Sure. Unfortunately, they're the bullies.
Who's the bully?
Sure.
Just so misrepresentative of majority of the movement from the extreme side. Yeah.
Sure. Unfortunately, they're the bullies.
They're the bullies.
He lived in Israel for a year as he worked in ambulance services. Interesting. Well, anyway, a lot of people don't have to deal with the complexities of,
I hear your wider point. Adam's a bad example of that.
Yeah, maybe. Could be.
Not maybe, definitely. Okay, back to this shit.
What he said.
We can skip this now.
I'm on the leftist side here.
get it.
I would never react like that, no matter who we're talking about.
I
Like,
don't
that's
get it.
crazy.
How does he dare say he doesn't care about what's happening in Ukraine? Oh my god. I mean, listen, bro, Ukraine gets so much fucking media attention. They get so much money. Like, of course, what's happening in Ukraine is heartbreaking, but like, how can you compare it to what's happening in Gaza? And yes, you can compare. I'm sorry, like, one of them is literal genocide against people that are throwing fucking stones and rocks and wooden sticks. They're trying to fight off a fucking invasion, bro. You're comparing that to Ukraine, who's getting fucking military from the military weaponry from the US, billions of dollars in funding. Like, of course, it's a war and it's terrible and fuck Putin and shit. But, like, it's not the same fucking thing. And you guys are Israelis. You guys need to be speaking out against what your own government is doing. But instead of doing that, you're focusing on anti-Semitism in Los Angeles. Nick sends $5 and says, Ethan, just minutes ago was crapping on that guy for not knowing about H3. Now he's crapping on Adam Friedland while not knowing anything. And Chapo, yeah, exactly. That's all he does. He doesn't know shit.
I know. Every time I hear like this clip, because it gone like pretty viral and Hutch references it as well. It just amazes me how the influencer, the most like, I'm on the leftist side, I'm the political mind of the whole, I'm the Gen Z NPR, and he gets on this like mainstream interview with Adam Friedland, and he asks him like,
shut up! I fucking hate her, bro. So annoying.
Jewish approved list here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to leave you guys alone with Giardia. Galia, whatever the fuck her name is. Fucking creep.
By the way, all these good Jews on the approved list don't have to deal with the complexity of having family who are...
Theo says it's a green cigarette. Oh, look. If this weren't a live stream, my guy, all right, that's all I'm going to say.
Born there, who live there, who can't go anywhere else.
Y'all enjoy your green cigarettes, you non-live streaming motherfuckers.
Like, it's so
I don't know if that's
nice.
true for Adam.
Adam has
Adam
family.
lived in Israel.
Oh no, he said the only maybe I could be out there wrong, but got these getting applauded online. He says he can get shit from his fans.
We're pro that, and I got this, you know. That's very like for pro-Israel people. We're
gonna fucking carry them on his shoulders like he's a hero.
From some people, but also again,
his fans. I mean, I don't think he's gonna get any detractors. His fans. I haven't seen. The
we do too, by the way. Like for pro-Israel people, we're not pro-Israel, so they're upset at us too.
Yeah.
I don't know if people know that. That's when I mentioned that I lost
Hila's
a
best
friend.
Fucking stop talking to her.
When I mentioned that I lost a friend since October 7, it wasn't because I'm pro-Israel enough. That's why. It's because I didn't. She wanted me to post, you know, I stand with Israel and all this stuff on Instagram, and I was like, I can't do that. Like that's, you know, it's more complicated than that.
Honestly, I'm sure she wanted to post that stuff, and Hila has liked some really fucked up shit on Twitter, on Instagram, all that sort of shit. I'm sure she was dying to post the I stand with Israel stuff. She's like, look, my audience, they already don't like us, so if I post that, we're gonna lose everybody. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask me to do that. Don't ask me to make any pro-Israel posts. I'm just looking out for my algorithm, and my Instagram's getting hurt. Cadenza says, just making sure y'all know there's a new iDubbbz on Ethan. Yes, we know. Cadenza, thank you for the $5. Nour, let us know. I don't know when we're going to have time to do that, because there's a few things. Maybe at the end of this video, or maybe I can dedicate a whole live stream for that tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow will be too late. We'll see. Let's see. We got a little bit left of this.
And I got this, you know, like all of my friends, basically, we had a small circle of friends that we would still meet every time I go there and still talk. Pretty sure they all don't talk to me anymore, because it's kind of like, you know, it's the circle.
Yeah, we've...
So,
yeah. I'm in the same boat with you
These
guys.
are her childhood best friends that I've spent.
Yeah.
I've spent days.
Yeah.
I've known them for years, right?
Yeah.
The friend you're talking about, her sister's boyfriend, was it her sister's boyfriend?
Her sister's boyfriend died at the Nova.
So
it's, you know, it's very
probably slaughtered by an IDF soldier at Nova, probably slaughtered by an Israeli helicopter that was mowing everyone fucking down, bro. The Israeli military mowed down probably as many people as the Hamas fighters did.
It was very close to them, and they thought they would get married, and he was basically part of their family, so it hit them really hard. And but you know, she was like, you have all this following, you need to post about Israel and show your support. And I was like, I'm doing what I can, but not like you want me to.
Ironic.
Safety says, Hila has state-appointed friends. And thank you for the $2 donation, Safety.
It's kind of the same pressure that these pro-Palestinian people are are putting on people.
But we're not putting any pressure on anyone. If just someone doesn't fuck with Palestine and what's happening in Israel and they don't give a fuck, I just don't want to fuck with them. I'm not going to ask anyone to post. I'm not going to ask anyone, like, if you don't post this and then you're not like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I just choose who I engage with based on their attitude towards this whole thing is.
But, well, anyway, whatever you think about Adam Friedland, what he says here is fucked up.
I think Vladimir Putin's bad, and what he did was wrong.
You think Ukraine guys are like pissed at Gaza?
I would be.
They're
if
like,
I was
damn,
in-
they're clout sharked.
They're in a weird predicament because like Zelensky is like super pro-Israel.
That's, by the way, that is not true.
It's a fucking joke, Ethan. The Cloud Sharks is a joke.
I like how they just.
Because he's Jewish. He's Jewish. That's the only thing pro-Israel about Zelensky. I don't think he's pro-Israel.
I mean, he definitely put a lot of. I mean, I guess the other
stop
person
talking, Galia.
Just
About Ukraine.
about it and just like not Adam, but Hassan mostly is what's upsetting. Like the way he's laughing
Of course, I can't be upset at Adam, but Hassan. Of course, we hate Hassan.
about it and just like everything he's saying is so
What's the same energy as
disrespectful. War. It's just it's so upsetting for these two guys. Not Adam, but Hassan mostly is what's upsetting. Like the way he's laughing about it and just like everything he's saying is so
What's the same
disrespectful.
Hila is upset about how Hassan and Adam Friedland are talking about Ukraine, but she's like not upset about the genocide that is happening. Like, bro, stop having smoke for all the wrong reasons. Stop it. Khalas. Stop.
Energy is that one kid. I don't give a fuck about Ukraine.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, it's the same quote, and everyone is saying that. Like, I don't care about it
Bro, that cigarette tasted fucking shit. I feel like shit now.
because they're like funded by the U.S. And you're like, okay.
Nice analysis.
By the way, I don't know what Zelensky said, but I can tell you from my point of view as Israeli, we have a lot of Ukrainians and Russians in Israel. And so we have a deep bond with them. And I don't know, maybe that's why he might be pro-Israel.
I'll tell you, he's not.
Okay.
We have a deep bond with the Russians and with Ukrainians, not with Palestinians. Fuck those people. I mean, yeah, we took their land, and then there's millions of them here, and there's the West Bank, and but like fuck them. But we feel kind of a closeness to the Ukrainians. I can't explain it. Maybe because they're white. We like them.
He's as pro-Israel as any other European country, right? He says Israel has a right to self-defense after October 7th, immediately afterwards, which I think most people would agree with, right? Certainly most world leaders echoed the same thing after October 7th. Other than that, he supports a Palestinian state. He recognizes a Palestinian state in June of last year.
So I wonder what Hassan's problem with him is.
He criticized Israel for withholding.
Petrofund sends 1,000 Turkish rials or Turkish pounds. I don't know what you call them. Thank you so much. It says, I'm getting a fat severance tomorrow and just want to support my favorite podcast. Love you guys for all your good work. Well, thank you so much. That's so generous. Thank you for the 50 gifted. Thank you for being so generous with us and supporting our podcast for so long, Tetrafund. We love you so much. Our favorite Turk. I'm trying to plan a quick trip to Antalya in the next few days. I'm trying to. I'd love to go. Looks beautiful.
Apparently they had an issue.
Turkish liras, let's fucking go.
Calls for Israel. Yeah, he has criticism for Israel against Russia and
yeah, the main part.
Let's fucking go for the severance. Let's fucking go with that severance.
Apparently they owed them arms and Israel didn't send it.
Yes. The main part, I don't think president of the country that's in the war ever puts out any statements about another war ongoing somewhere else. So
I think it's insane to characterize him as pro-Israel, especially when he's fighting a fucking war for an existential war. He's not thinking about Israel.
And of course, they're always on every side. There's always a more far-right government in parliament people, and there are like far-left people in parliament. And if we said,
look at what this politician said. It's like, yeah, everybody hates that guy. You know, there's been demonstration in Israel, like 500,000 people. Look at what this politician said. It's like, yeah, everybody hates that guy. You know, there's been demonstration in Israel, like 500,000 people, in a country with like 7 million people are demonstrating to end the war. Nobody wants.
They're demonstrating to free the hostages. No one's demonstrating to end the war. No one gives a shit about the Palestinians. No one gives a shit about the people in Gaza starving to death. The 500,000 Israelis are taking to the streets just to get the hostages back, which Hamas has offered to return time and time again. They were literally meeting right now in Qatar to do negotiations, peace negotiations with the US, and the Israelis fucking bombed them and killed them. They do not want to rescue the hostages. Stop it with the stupidity. Stop it, bro. They literally just fucking killed every single negotiator, bro. Madness Arcade sends $5. It says Israel just attacked Qatar and Tunisia. We know, Madness. Thank you for the thank you so much for the dono. We talked about that at the opening of the show. Like, Ethan, bro, ain't nobody wants to rescue the hostages anymore. At least no one on the Israeli side. They want to fucking kill them all.
The war. The only person wanting the war is Netanyahu at this point, and a few psychopaths in his war cabinet. Anyway, here's Adam's response.
Jon Stewart. He's the Jon Stewart of Ukraine.
That's true. He was. He used to be.
Yeah.
But he's like has to be super pro-Israel because like he's pro-NATO. He's pro like American State Department, right? And that's what.
Like Spain is another NATO member that is.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just want to skip all this. We don't have time to talk about this stuff.
That's why I don't even care about those.
Shut up, Galia.
The suffering, the wanton slaughter of civilians. Not my problem, dude.
They've spent the last 30 minutes deflecting, just criticizing Hassan for their Ukraine takes. Like, look, instead, why don't they talk about Ukraine, bro? We're talking about fucking Palestine right now. Stop trying to change the subject. Stop trying to change the subject and own up to your Zionism.
Sounds about white to me. It's like, okay. I mean, listen, you're doing a joke, but it kind of just tells the point, right? It says something in that. If that was a joke about it.
Galia being Olivia's replacement.
After 2 years, you're starting to understand it's not going to happen.
Like they thought they would be able to go back?
Yeah, like I've had like, you would be on the call with them every Saturday and they're going to be like, yeah, we're getting...
I think that's it. Let's just watch them like talk about... I think we're going to miss the part where Hila says, I'm not going to sue you, I promise. Come on the show.
Almost grateful for this conflict, but when this guy ran out of all leftist talking points, he's like, oh my god, remember Charlie Kirk, yes, we're there.
No, it's a lot more complicated.
A lot of the whole right? It's just I'm lying. Right? How do I get through to people like this? How do I convince people?
This is their plan. This is the great old plan. Let's hear them out.
People like this. Right? How do I get through to people like this? I think one is we need to I think we need to start making like compilations of all the times I've been pro-Palestine. I don't know. I think I might need to get on these social media.
Compilations. We need to make a compilation of every time Ethan was pro-Palestine. That's going to be the shortest compilation. That's going to be like a 12-second compilation. You think that's going to help you on TikTok, bro? Out of context, like pro-Palestine clips. We could make 30 other compilations that prove you're a Zionist. Okay?
Yeah. Platforms and start posting shit like that. But mostly what I want to do is invite people like this on the show to talk. Because when you talk to someone like this...
He keeps saying like this. I want to invite someone like this. So someone who's ill-informed, who's uninformed, who thinks he knows why Ethan is a Zionist, but like can't put it into words. That's who Ethan wants to talk to on his show. I doubt he's going to accept it. He's going to agree to talk with Chris Kunzler. You know what I mean? Why would he risk speaking to Chris Kunzler and getting embarrassed on fucking stream? You know what I mean? Or I mean myself to a lesser degree.
There's really there's no way to escape admitting ignorance. And hey, maybe you have some proof that I'm a Zionist, and you can.
I got a whole fucking list, Ethan. We have a lot of proof. Would you like to speak with me?
Up and we can talk about it. I really want my biggest. I don't know if biggest haters even. Is it people who think I'm a Zionist? I don't know. People who think I'm pro-genocide.
Yeah, so he said he wanted his biggest haters, but like then he kind of like he thought about it. It was like, no, that could mean that person, that person, that person. Just anyone who thinks I'm a Zionist, random people.
I do. I need it. I want to talk to you. I want to understand why you think that, right? And we can go.
Kelly Marie Appleby, what a lovely name, sends 10 pounds and says, I think the psychology of perpetual victimhood within the Zionist mindset may be responsible for Ethan's physical manifestations. His involuntary hand twitch is guilt that he's trying to suppress. Kelly Marie Appleby, he has Tourette's. Ethan suffered from Tourette's for many years, so like his hand twitches, his tics and stuff, all of that can be attributed to his Tourette's, sadly. But I do think that a lot of his Tourette's and his tics do seem to act up. And in the last couple of years, as he's been going down this Zionist hellhole, his tics have been more present. They've been more, what's the word I'm looking for? More animated. Now, I don't know if that's with age, if his Tourette's gets worse with age, or if it's related to stress and anxiety. But I have definitely noticed that when he's covering stressful topics or like debating with someone, he coughs more, he interrupts himself more, he has a harder time managing his tics. So I do think that it is definitely somewhat related to the stress that he's feeling trying to defend Zionism and Israel, and it's like breaking his brain in many ways. Nogzulato says that friendly reminder that Galia is a Hassan stalker. Oh yeah, she's a fucking weirdo and fucking creep. She stalks IDUB, she stalks Anissa. She's the fucking worst thing they have on their the worst crew member they have on their podcast.
Over the details. Maybe you're right. Maybe I am pro-genocide and I forgot.
Yeah, more pronounced. Sorry, more pronounced.
And I blacked out or something.
Also, somebody said that you should maybe reconsider getting back on TikTok and.
We want you on the pod. Me? You want me? You want Chris Kunzler on the pod? You want Overzealots on the pod? You want Matt Lieb on the pod? You want anything? You want North Star Radio on the pod? You want Uninformed Leftist on the pod? Who do you want?
Apps. Because yeah, maybe unfortunately it is necessary.
Yeah,
and a lot of people say hire PR, but like
that shit's dumb.
PR is bullshit.
Yeah.
And I think
hire PR, bro. What PR firm is gonna help you? Even if you hired like the Johnny Depp PR firm that like nuked Amber Heard's social media and life, even if you hired those people, I don't think you could convince anyone that you're not Zionists.
I think like this is what actually this is like just people talking to people, and you can't like PR will publish an article that nobody will read. That's not going to change anyone's opinion. Like maybe you being on TikTok might actually reach some people. I don't know, but I do like your idea.
People have so much faith in PR companies.
It's not. I think your idea though also of accepting.
They'll write the blog post. I mean, like, she's saying PR firms are a bad idea. But like, imagine a blog post. Why Ethan Klein isn't a Zionist? The 10 reasons why Ethan isn't a Zionist. Take this clip to take this quiz to find out if you're an Ethan Klein or if you're an ultra Zionist. What?
Calls is interesting.
I want calls.
PR firm could definitely.
Bad Pierogi has just gifted Applied Skeleton a membership. Congratulations, Applied Skeleton, and thank you to Bad Pierogi.
Definitely help you. However, they only work if you listen to them.
You're looking at your PR team. You don't listen.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, well, a PR team of sorts, for sure. Yeah, and that's a good point. I wouldn't listen to them anyway.
I have one too.
I already pay a PR team I don't listen to. What, Nate?
I have one too.
You have one what? PR team?
PR team?
I mean, I do feel bad. I'm sure the crew has tried to get Ethan under control. Let's hear that
You
again.
listen to them.
I want calls.
PR firm could definitely help you. However, they only work if you listen to them.
You're looking at your PR team. You don't listen.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, well, PR...
I mean, I'm sure, look, I mean, to give the crew some credit, I'm sure they've tried to speak to Ethan behind the scenes a couple of times. And again, it's got to be uncomfortable talking to your boss. Like, hey, you're kind of ruining your business, sir. You mind stopping? I kind of wish I've had employers in the past that I wish I could be like, yo, you're single-handedly killing this whole fucking company. But hey, it's not an easy thing to say. But I mean, again, I'm not covering for the crew. They know what they did. They sat there complicit, and now they're still holding Ethan's hand. You're not the problem, Ethan. Everyone's just an anti-Semite. Okay, we're getting a whole bunch of super chats. Let me catch up real quick. Kelly Marie Appleby sends 10 pounds. Another 10 pounds. Thank you so much for the generosity, Kelly Marie. I love the name. I want to say the whole thing. Kelly Marie Appleby, thank you. She says, Lamau, no, I know, sorry. It was a poor joke, but I just don't like the dude, and it feels like anyone trying to maintain his level of deception and bullshit. It would not shock me if it exacerbated it. Exacerbated. I fucking hate saying that word. I know that's what I think is happening. I think that certainly the stress of what he's dealing with right now, the stress that he has brought onto himself, to be fair, he has brought all of this onto himself. But yeah, it's making his Tourette's, I think, worse, unfortunately. Dizzle McFizzle sends $5 and says, an Anarchy S in chat said it best that Ethan needs to talk to Dr. Gabor Mate at this point to work through his trauma. Oh my God. Can you imagine a conversation between Gabor Mate? He would never. Gabor Mate is Daniel Mate's father. Daniel Mate is Matt Lieb's co-host on Bat Hasbara. Ethan will never agree to associate with any of these amazing people. Haley D sends $2 and says, who the fuck do they make this podcast for? I have no idea anymore, Haley. We have no fucking idea. Kelly Marie Appleby sends another 5 and says, no shade to anyone with a condition. Of course, no. Kelly Marie, we know what you mean. We know it's all love. Super Guy Bob sends $2 and says, the crew can't control him at all. Right? I'm sure they tried at some point, but they gave up.
Our team of sorts, for sure. Yeah, and that's a good point. I wouldn't listen to them anyway.
I have one too.
I already pay a PR team I don't listen to. What, Nate? Literally...
You switch,
bro.
People are speaking on his behalf, misrepresenting him.
So here's what I want. I don't know how to put out the bat signal, right? But I need these people to call in. Come own me. Come call in and own my ass. Everybody, come on. Let's go. That's what I need.
Do you really mean that, Ethan? And again, you tried this with Sam Cedar, with Hassan. You don't fucking listen. You think he's going to listen to like some fucking random person from Reddit or me, bro? They're going to listen to me.
And also, yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to have to get back on these social media accounts. And I'm not, fuck. And it sucks because...
You're going to have to what?
Get back on these social media sites.
Yeah, as if Ethan left Twitter. You're on fucking Twitter every fucking day, bro, stalking people and reposting tweets. Stop pretending that you're not on Twitter.
The battlegrounds.
You think posting more is going to help?
Well, not like when more just so like compilations and explanations and stuff.
TikTok
okay.
is our
curated,
not like
content.
shit posting.
Right.
TikTok is not
Heavily
yeah.
yeah.
I don't think the shit posting is very helpful.
No, I agree. Certainly not. But
I
don't plan on doing
disagree. I disagree. I feel like if it was you actually talking, like you see a crazy comment and you pin the comment and record yourself actually talking about it, that's the kind of stuff that
That will save the podcast, Ethan. If you just start responding to every comment that hates you on TikTok, we will be saved. Well, first we'll get back to 500k views, and then maybe 600k, and then maybe, just maybe, I can start selling some Teddy Fresh again, because ain't nobody been ordering, Ethan. What's going on, Ethan? Why do people not want to work with me?
we'll watch.
Yeah, people just do TikToks explaining yourself. I'll try. I think I gotta try. These TikTokers are fucking mad, dude. You know what? I was wrong the whole time. I think it's a can I even say this? I think it's a shame. I think I can say this. Triller should have won. Triller should have won the war. Dude, honestly, if Triller won the war, everything would be utopia.
Of course you want that, because Ryan Kavanaugh's a Zionist. Madness Arcade sends $5 and says, did you see the list of celebrities boycotting Israel? Got names like Emma Stone? Yes, I saw that. We're going to talk about that hopefully on Thursday with the crew, with the rest of the crew. We're talking about a bunch of like the Hind Rajab movie and all that sort of thing. Nogzolato sends another $2 and says they did have a PR firm in 2018, but they fired the PR.
Fuck. I was feeding myself the whole time. So, I guess maybe to put out a tweet or a post like, "Hey, people who are."
What, you want people to call in?
Yeah.
We'd
Put
probably
out
have to,
a tweet.
set up-
Like, what are we supposed to? Are people supposed to? Again, I don't encourage anyone to do this. Ethan is either going to try to make you look stupid, launder his own image, or just not take you seriously, and fucking slander you and be a rude fucking asshole like he was with Hassan when Hassan called.
phone number or something.
Yeah, I don't even know how do we screen.
Well, we used to do it. I mean, this is all just kind of happening in real time.
I mean,
right
it
now, so
could
maybe
be
we
like
should
a
talk about it after
Zoom,
the show.
like they reach an email,
Yeah.
and then when you vet them and you think, okay, we'll do that, then you give them a Zoom link and we do it at your time.
When you vet them, who's this Chris Kunzler guy? What? He has a degree in Middle Eastern studies? No, Ethan, tell him to fuck off. Who's that? Is that Milhouse? Milhouse, the crazy guy who was celebrating Israelis running in fear? Oh no, we can't speak to them, Ethan. Who's this random guy on Reddit over there? Yeah, have him call and send him a link.
You know, instead of like live accepting calls.
Yeah, I don't think live accepting is too messy.
Yeah.
Probably not, no.
Nicholas Diorio, the Pope, is in chat. He says the Godzilla collab.
Nicholas the Oreo, the guy who has a show literally called The Ultimate Rape Review. What did he tell you guys, Ethan?
That is sick.
Oh.
The Teddy Fresh order, my Teddy Fresh order has shipped. He said.
Oh my God, Saint Nicholas.
We need to get him
Oh
on.
my God, Saint Nicholas, tell us what kind of rape review do you have ready for us now? I would love for you to rep Teddy Fresh. Can I send you a free package? A Nick the Oreo. A Nick the Oreo, please. Oh my God, he loves my Godzilla merch collection. Oh Lord. So which rape is your favorite? How would you review the rape in that movie starring that lady that was in the Mel Gibson, that directed the Mel Gibson movie with the beaver? What's her name? They put her on the pinball machine and multiple men they R-word her. What do you think about that, Nick the Oreo? By the way, what size shirts do you want? So I send you a care package. Tetrafun just upgraded her membership to a God tier member. Holy shit, Tetrafun, thank you so much. I owe God tier member. I think you're our only God tier member. Tetrafun, you're our only God tier member. Holy shit, thank you so much. Tetrafun's going crazy with that severance package. Much love. W's in the chat for Tetrafun, folks.
You placed an order?
You should have told us,
Oh my
Saint.
God, that's crazy.
We have another Gen Z Saint in our midst here.
Praise be, Saint Nick.
I'll happily send you stuff.
Nicky boy, Nicky baby, talk to me. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I guess I don't know what's the best. VOD? Yeah, I want
Oh,
Hater
yeah.
Collins.
Yeah,
You know,
those
we're
could
better as
be
a VOD.
VODs. That's true.
Live is too risky, in my opinion, with Collins. You know.
You got the button.
I can do either way.
Either way.
I like people to know that I'm
They
not.
don't even want to do it live, bro. They're too scared. It's too risky, Ethan. You could look like an idiot. Someone might actually make a good point. We can't risk having it live, Ethan. No.
Editing or doing any trickery, but I've done these so much times live. I reacted to iDubbbz Content Con live. Like, there's no tomfoolery here. So maybe we should set up an email address or so. What do you think? Like, open. I don't know.
We also wanted to tell people that we want to start accepting their stories for like the Reddit stories type of am I the asshole, or kind of like needing
You are the asshole, Hila. Yes.
our opinion.
So there's now a Saturday staple over here. The H3 family coming at you.
That's right, Ethan. Rightio.
I'll say this: on Saturday we posted.
Fucking Zach.
Posted our reading comments. We and this was completely unintentional. We posted it 2 minutes apart from Smosh.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
They uploaded the reading Reddit comments 2 minutes apart. Completely.
How embarrassing. Real.
Yeah.
6 inches is everything. You want me to show the butt? Weird.
Started too far.
What did I do? She said,
Banger VOD on demand, bro.
I would do that. I would.
Slideshow, brother.
Are they done? I really want the part where Hila says, "We're not gonna sue you, I promise."
I would. If they would show up, I don't know if they would.
Maybe
go viral.
Slideshow, brother.
Oh, I don't think these people would show up in person.
You'd have to do it in person. That's
For
the
it
context.
to go
next
viral.
slideshow, brother.
Banger VOD on demand, bro.
How do we get
that's
10?
such a cool title.
Oh, okay.
I'll show the Ethan versus 10 snarkers, bro. I would do that. I would still do that.
That's such a banger VOD on demand, bro.
How do we get
that's
10?
such a cool title. Just start your own Jubilee
Yeah.
with all the snarkers.
Yeah.
You have enough for like
Do I have
2
to meet
seasons.
them in person though? I don't think these people would show up in person.
You'd have to do it in person.
Someone made that joke on Twitter like a few months ago, like Ethan, like Jubilee should do an Ethan versus his 20 biggest haters. But I wouldn't even debase myself to go on there, bro. Like, that's it. Fuck you, bro. Like, we already took your audience. We won, man. Everybody won. Your audience is split across so many new creators now that they've discovered. Ain't nobody need you no more for nothing. No goofs and gaffs, no shit.
That's
For
the
it
context.
to go
Next
viral.
slideshow, brother.
Badass VOD, bro. Hey, we're gonna make a badass video on demand, Ethan. Oh yeah, we're gonna make a VOD. I'm so cool. I'm so cool now.
Oh man.
Those would be good clips.
I mean, we could do it in person.
I would. If they would show up, I don't know if they would.
Maybe like a season finale
I'll be.
in
Yeah.
person.
Maybe if you didn't have the reputation of suing everyone that disagreed with you, people would actually be down to call and contact you and maybe be friendly. Like, okay, imagine I call into the H3 podcast. I have this amazing debate with Ethan. Weirdly enough, I convince him that, you know what? He's like, yeah, you know what? I have been spewing a bunch of Zionist propaganda. I'm so sorry. Hila's like, oh, you know what? You're so right. I even want to apologize for my raid in Ramallah. It was so bad. So even if they say that, what am I going to be friends with the H3 podcast? They're suing my friends. They're suing Frogan. They're trying to sue Denims. I mean, Denims is not officially a friend. We've talked twice on Twitter, but I like Denims. He's trying to sue these people. He keeps shitting on other creators that I like. Like, what's the best case scenario? I'm going to convince you that you're a Zionist. You're going to be like, oh, wow, you're right. And then what? Then what? We're going to be BFFs? We're going to be fucking best friends? What's going to happen? What's the plan, Ethan? Jim D. Dukers sends $5 and says, just taking this moment to give more love and thanks to Tetrafund. Well, thank you so much, Jim. Jim is paying people paying me to thank other people. I don't understand what's going on. Thank you so much, Jim. You're so lovely. We love you so much. And Tetrafund again for all the donations today, becoming a God tier member, gifting 50 memberships. So we're gonna have a fun fucking members live stream trucking very soon.
Yeah.
You know, if you're in the LA
and Casey Tron, we fucking love Casey Tron. Of course, Casey Tron doesn't know who the fuck I am, but like, you know. Like, what's the plan, bro?
area, and you're a bona fide snarker, I would love to chat. But this isn't a ruse, right?
No.
I was gonna say that.
Here, I'll even.
Sounds like a trap.
I'll say it. Yeah.
If you're a mod, come on by.
This isn't a trap. In fact, I'll say
yeah,
it.
like exactly, like a mod. Like this isn't a ruse. Like which snarker, which redditor, who's gonna dare fucking come meet with you face to face, bro? Like you're gonna serve them papers. People are gonna show up. They're gonna serve them legal papers. That's what they're gonna fucking do. People are gonna show up to the H3 studios thinking they're here to debate, and they're gonna get served legal papers. That's what's gonna fucking happen. Don't go. It's a fucking trap. It's a trap.
Right now, this is Hila Klein. I'm not. I promise here, contractually.
I can't see your hand. You could be crossing your fingers right now.
True.
You're crossing your fingers, hoping to die.
You're crossing your legs.
I promise
in
now.
your eye.
No, hey, don't show that.
No! Palestine Panikin sends $2 and says, say hi, everybody, in your Hila voice. He wants him to sound like Dr. Nick Riviera. Hi, everybody. Hi, Dr. Nick. Do you guys want to get brain surgery for only $12.99?
I promise now, this is not a ruse. This is not. I will not punish you, sue you. I'll be nice to you. with everything in connection with the 10 snarkers.
It's just.
Did Ethan say that? So Ethan said it. I will not. Can you imagine that? I will not punish you. I will not sue you. Like, your reputation is so shit. The H3 podcast reputation is so shit. He can't even invite people to debate him without giving the disclaimer, I will not sue you. I promise I will not be litigious. I will not try to take you for everything you're worth. I'm not going to try to dry up your bank account. I'm not going to try to make you desperately stream and do fundraisers for your legal team right now that you're going to need, because I'm fucking trying to sue you and embarrass you online and drag you through a long, like, defamation or, like, whatever, copyright theft lawsuit. Can you imagine that? Who the fuck has to do that? Who the fuck has to sit there and promise people that they're not going to sue them if they engage with them online?
Conversation to win you over.
This promise now. This is no, hey, don't do that.
No!
I promise now. This is not a ruse. This is not. I will not punish you, sue you. I'll be nice to you with everything in connection with the 10 snarkers.
It's just a conversation.
And he has to say, I'll be nice to you, because when Hassan was on, he kept fucking insulting him. Like, can you imagine being... Look, if I'm a host, bro, and I'm inviting someone onto my show, you got to pretend that you're inviting them into your home, okay? Us as Lebanese people, as Arabs, we're great hosts. We love welcoming people. We treat our guests with respect, with dignity. We treat them the way we would want it, the way we treat our family members, the way we would want to be treated going to someone else's house. We feed our guests. We insist that they have something to eat. We insist that they have dessert. We insist that they have something to drink. We make sure they're comfortable. You want to have another plate? You want some of this? What do you want? Just tell me. Is this how Israelis treat their guests? The way you treated Hassan when he came onto your show, fucking yelling, insulting, and being fucking rude? Is that Israeli hospitality, my man? And y'all say that, like, Israelis are just like Arabs. Oh yeah, because even though I fucking disagree with the H3 podcast, if I were to invite Ethan and Hila onto my show, I would be fucking polite to them. They're coming into my home. They're coming into my environment. I want them to feel comfortable, not that they're in under threat or under attack.
To win you over.
This is it. I don't think you guys are assholes anymore. I just think you're fucking.
Okay, so you want to show it? Tamara made.
So
I don't think you guys are assholes anymore. So, anyways, with all that down, we're done talking about Ethan. That's the context. That's almost 2 hours worth of context. So, let's get to the evidence. Ooh, Kate says just donated to the Gaza Mutual Aid Fund. Well, thank you so much, Kate. That's fucking awesome. That is fucking amazing. Thank you so much. But yeah, by the way, everyone, you guys can still all go donate. The link is in the description of the video. Theo sends another €2 and says, your Kermit Hila impersonation brings me a smile. Well, I'm glad. That's the one thing that makes everybody smile, is the Hila impression. Hey, everybody, I'm the raider of Ramallah. So. What has Ethan and Hila seem to be confused why people think they're Zionists, and now they want to talk to people, you know, online to prove to them that they're not Zionists. Well, what could have Ethan and Hila have said in the past to make people think that they're Zionists? Let me just take a moment and open up a couple of links, things that I may or may not have prepared, folks. Some of this stuff was prepared a long time ago. I'm not gonna lie. I dug up old videos that I'm in that first H3 video I made like fucking a year ago. I didn't have to go that far. I promise you. Did someone send me a DM? Ooh, no. Oh, Noah Sampson just got back to us for the fundraiser. Noah, we missed you, but we'll try to get you next time. Much love to Noah Sampson. I'm just opening up links for videos that I don't have saved. And these are just, so what I'm going to start with are examples that I myself think are like slam dunks. Examples of Ethan and Hila being complete Zionist pieces of shit. But someone also gave me a link on Twitter for like a bunch of like someone on Reddit made a huge compilation as well. So if I missed anything, we're going to look at that list as well. But there are endless videos proving that Ethan, you know, is a Zionist. So we're going to get to that. But first, a couple of super chats. Madness Arcade sends $5 and says Palestinians make a guest feel like family. Israelis would kick the host out and say it's mine now. Exactly. That's what they did to almost 1 million people. Palestine Panikin sends $5 and says Andrew Cuomo is at a press conference standing in front of placards of Hassan saying America deserved 9/11 and hanging with Zohran Mamdani. Damn! They're using Hassan in the New York election now? What a fucking tool, bro. Andrew Cuomo. Andrew Cuomo, the man who killed your nanas in New York. Okay, so I made a list. Let me open that up. It's going to get a little bit confusing. So first of all, now, Ethan and Hila want to know why people think they're Zionists. Now, we're going to show some clips that maybe Ethan and Hila provided some context for later on. Like, for example, the Yoav Galan clip. Ethan and Hila later apologized for that, like the next day, and Hila took some time off of the podcast, or like, we didn't know what we were talking about, etc. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt when, like, okay, they claim they didn't know. Now, as two Israeli citizens, them not knowing who Yoav Galan is problematic on its own. But we're still going to include that, because if someone just saw the clip of Ethan and Hila praising Yoav Galan, that person has every right or reason to assume that Ethan and Hila are Zionists. So clips like that are still going to count, okay? I'm not going to shy away from that stuff, even though they clarified it later and their clarification made no sense. But if they're confused as to why does the random TikToker, or why does the random Redditor, or why does the random Twitter user who isn't aware of our podcast, why do they think we're Zionists? Them coming across this clip is going to make them think you're a Zionist. Now, we've seen that clip billions of times, but there's no harm in. By the way, have I mentioned 100 times that I'm the one who clipped this the first time? Let's fucking go.
Yeah, Bibi like talk a lot, and Bibi's become a lot like Trump.
Yeah,
so.
Bibi's his guy. They're like homies. Bibi's celebrating last night.
Just Bibi like talk a lot, and Bibi's become a lot like Trump.
Yeah,
so.
Bibi's his guy. They're like homies. Bibi's celebrating last night.
Just the other day, Bibi fired a really good guy that a lot of people are pissed about.
A really good guy. Bibi fired a really good guy. Now, folks, this was like 9 months into the genocide. Yoav Galan had publicly called Palestinians human animals. He literally said, I have ordered a complete siege on the Gaza Strip. There will be no electricity, no food, no fuel. Everything is closed. We are fighting human animals, and we act accordingly. He was basically the architect of this whole Gaza war, and Ethan and Hila are pretending that they don't know shit about Yoav Galan. Are you fucking kidding me? And you're shocked why people think you're Zionists? Well, here's point number one. You're praising Yoav Galan on your fucking podcast.
And he fired him because they had a disagreement, and that's like so Trump coded.
Well, he was like a moderating voice in the war room.
A moderating voice. A really good guy and moderating voice. Yoav Galan, folks. Human animals, the Palestinians.
Yeah.
And he got rid of him, or at least a more moderate voice. I don't know anything about the guy. Just recognize his picture. He looked mean. I thought he was mean just because he looked mean.
No. It's not.
No. And by the way, these people apparently have they have mainstream Israeli news in the background all day playing on their TVs. You guys never figured out who Yoav Galan was. So point number one, Ethan and Hila praise Yoav Galan, which would make any person with any bit of moral integrity go like, huh? Are they praising the guy that called Palestinians human animals and who's justifying blocking them off from food, water, and electricity? Maybe they're Zionists, okay? Ethan, you could try to sue me for this video, the fact that I'm calling you a Zionist on this video and I have a thumbnail calling you a Zionist. Try to take this to a judge. Try to show the judge that actually you're not a Zionist, and have them sit through all the evidence that I'm going to fucking place into this video and tell me that you're not a Zionist. Any judge would grant me fucking victory, and since you only understand lawsuits now, consider suing me for this and tell me if you can win once the judge looks at everything that I'm going to fucking play, and then make an argument that, yeah, after seeing all of this, people might think you're a Zionist. So that's the first thing. What else do I have on my little list here? Hila denying IDF atrocities. Let's bring up that video. Some of the stuff I have them on like separate videos. Where is that? Hila denies IDF atrocities.
Saying Israel does that on the daily.
There we go. Israel does that. Is it too loud? I think this is too loud.
Saying Israel
Yes. Oh my God. Too loud.
does that on the daily.
Check this out.
Saying Israel does that on the daily. The IDF.
I don't.
Does that on the
That's
daily.
not what I'm talking about. See, that's what you're doing. You're excusing people being burned alive and kids being murdered. You're saying Israel does that on the daily. Okay. Now I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that. So are you? So are you?
So okay, in this case, Ethan is actually admitting that, yeah, the IDF burns kids on the daily. And whose voice do we hear in the background saying, I am denying that? Hila Klein. So now Hila, if someone sees this fucking clip and assumes you're a Zionist, are they wrong or are they correct in assuming you're a Zionist when you're denying that the IDF is burning kids on the daily, when we've all been watching for the last 2 years almost a live stream genocide where children are being butchered and burned on the daily? Let's watch the clip again. So why is Ethan? Bring that up. Whoever's going to call, bring that up. Hey, Hila, you once denied IDF atrocities. You once denied that the IDF burns and kills children on the daily. Explain yourself. Doesn't that make you sound like a Zionist?
Saying Israel does that on the daily, the IDF
I don't.
does that on the
That's
daily.
not what I'm talking about. See, that's what you're doing. You're excusing people being burned alive and kids being murdered. You're saying Israel does that on the daily. Okay. Now I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that. So are you in favor of an Iraqi terror?
I'm denying it.
That on the daily, the
So
IDF
I don't.
does that on
That's another point right there. Okay, that's another point. They're praising Yoav Galan, and Hila is denying IDF atrocities. That's already enough to make someone go like, maybe they're Zionists. But wait, oh wait, there's more. We all know the video of Hila talking about her raid in Ramallah, her being proud of it, her calling it a terrorist city. We don't need to watch that again. But you can bring up the terrorist raid and her justifying it. Ethan and Hila talking about getting lynched in Ramallah as Jews. Okay, so this is Ethan and Hila saying that if you, as an Israeli, take a wrong turn into Israel, you're going to get lynched in Ramallah. Let's see.
People think that I'm being like racist or something when I say that. I think if you, as an Israeli, go to Ramallah, they'll kill you.
What do you mean?
People think that I'm being like racist or something when I say that. I think if you, as an Israeli, go to Ramallah, they'll kill you.
What do you mean you think?
I think.
What do you mean you think? They're definitely going to kill you, Ethan. What do you mean think you'll get hurt if you go to Ramallah as a Jewish person? They're going to lynch you, Ethan.
I'm saying if you go there as
That's a fact. Let's watch this whole thing again just real quick.
people think that I'm being like racist or something when I say that. I think if you, as an Israeli, go to Ramallah, they'll kill you.
What do you mean you think?
I think that I'm
That's a
saying if
fact.
you go there as
That's a fact. That's a fact, Ethan. They will kill you.
Israeli, you take the turn there, you'll be died. They'll kill you.
It's not only killed, it's like lynched.
It's not only killed, they will lynch you. Ethan, the Ramallahs, the people, the devils, the terrorists in Ramallah, because, you know, it is a terrorist city. They will lynch you, Ethan. So that right there is spreading misinformation. You are basically dehumanizing Palestinians, making it seem that if you go to Palestine, if you go to anywhere where there are Palestinians living in Israel, that they will kill you, that they will kill any Jewish person there. You are therefore justifying any violent action, any war, any bombardment against these people, because you're making it seem that they are an imminent danger to Jews in Israel. You're making it seem that they're the enemy, that they are terrorists. That means whatever military action is taken against them, you are justifying by literally fear-mongering. So that right there, you saying that if you go to Ramallah as a Jewish person, you're going to get lynched, which is a fucking lie, makes you a fucking Zionist.
It's a brutal death.
Yeah,
So.
I think.
It's a brutal death. So she's just trying to make it seem... Literally, this goes to justifying. This is justifying violent action against the Palestinians. So just another example. But wait. Oh, there's more. Let me just make sure that I'm not missing it. Ethan defense. So when the IDF had bombed a hospital in Gaza, and then the IDF came out and said that, no, it was actually Hamas that bombed
Ethan,
themselves. They bombed
painful.
themselves, and people were, and Ethan was believing the IDF talking points, and he was repeating the IDF talking points on his podcast, and he was making fun and shitting on anyone in his chat that was telling him, hey, Ethan, how the fuck are you believing like the IDF's talking point about the hospital? They literally bombed the hospital yesterday. They bombed another hospital 2 days ago. Israel has been bombing hospitals almost daily. Why do you believe their propaganda that Hamas bombed this hospital? And he fucking stood there and insisted that he was right. That right there, repeating IDF talking points, blaming the Palestinians for the violence that the IDF is committing on them. He's blaming it on the Palestinians. I'm sorry. That makes you a fucking Zionist.
Ethan, this is extremely painful to hear. Well, I'm sorry that it's painful to you that the IDF didn't kill a bunch of people in that hospital. My condolences to you. You're spreading propaganda, Ethan? You're a fucking moron.
He's calling people fucking morons for telling him that the IDF is spreading propaganda and that he's currently spreading propaganda.
Dude, you're stuck. You're in a propaganda hole. Like literally, you fell to Hamas propaganda. You're spreading the propaganda of a terrorist organization.
And don't forget, folks, Ethan later went on to call the IDF a terrorist organization in his debate with Hassan. So, yeah. So you fell for the terrorist propaganda, Ethan. Manus Arcade says, Ethan, I'm not a Zayo. Also, Ethan, the fucking Arabs. Oh yeah, the time he said the fucking Arabs as well. So that was one. That moment, that was one of the moments when it had kind of just started. And that was one of the first moments where I really got fucking pissed off. And I remember leaving a big old fucking comment on one of their fucking videos. Like, how the fuck are you trying to defend Israelis when they're literally bombing hospitals left and right? Why the fuck would you sit there and repeat their propaganda? That's just one other example. Him and Hila commenting on Olivia liking a tweet that said, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, and them claiming that that's anti-Semitic. That is also a Zionist talking point. That is a Zionist talking point made to suppress speech. It's the most fucking peaceful quote in the world. They made it seem like a genocidal quote. Let's see what they have to say about. And by the way, they're like tracking their employees' likes and talking about their likes on like a live stream. How fucking weird is that? How fucking unethical is that? No wonder she needs a mental health break.
Olivia, there's Olivia hate.
How can anybody hate Olivia?
No, actually, they're supporting her.
Okay.
But I actually need to say that this is not a good post to like. From the river to the sea literally is saying that we need all of Israel must be ours.
See, I think that's part of the problem is that people...
So again, Ethan, Hila, someone sees this clip, someone hears you repeating these talking points, they're going to assume you're a Zionist. They have every right to think that you're a Zionist because you have literally dug yourself into that Zionist shithole, my man.
People don't necessarily understand what some of this stuff means.
Yeah.
Like Olivia probably doesn't even know what from the river to the sea reference means.
Probably no.
Poor Olivia, she's probably too dumb to know. Excuse me. Poor Olivia, she doesn't know. Poor girl, you know what I mean? But we can teach her. I lived in Israel for so long. I know all the ins and outs, all the intricacies about Israeli culture and why this is a genocidal term.
I mean, no.
People who don't know what it means the Jewish people will probably die.
I hate to break it to you guys, but there's like a whole ass country there with like millions of people. And so if your analysis...
No one's telling you that the Jews need to die. They're just telling you Palestine needs to be free, that from the river to the sea, Palestinians need to be able to walk down every single inch that you're allowed to walk on. You should be splitting, sharing the land with them. It doesn't matter who has a majority. Are there more Muslims or are there more Christians or are there more Jewish people here? It shouldn't matter. Just share the fucking land, bro. Share the fucking land. But they don't want to share the land because they think that the Palestinians are going to kill them. And we're going to watch that clip in a second. 3F sends a 50-sec super sticker. Thank you so much, 3F.
And your solutions doesn't include realistically engaging with that population, then you're not actually looking for solutions because the alternative is that kill everybody there and then retake the land. From the river to the sea is a political slogan associated with Palestinian nationalism. The slogan refers to geographically the area between the Jordan River and the Mediterranean Sea. That includes all of the state of Israel, West Bank, and Gaza. I just care about, like, what are we saying? What are we doing with all the millions of people that are there right now?
I mean, preferably the ones that moved from fucking New Jersey and people like you who moved there from LA, they can go back to their fucking homes. Those that generally don't have anywhere else to go, of course they can fucking stay. Share the land. Share the land. Is it that fucking crazy of a concept to understand? Share your land with Arabs, Ethan. You're not gonna die. They're not gonna come for you, okay? Arabs are human beings, okay? Okay, Ethan?
I find it incredible that people think that Hamas is going to take over all of Israel and happily coexist with Israelis.
Probably like here in America.
You see, he's already starting in this one. He's like, people think that Hamas is going to take over all of Israel and coexist with Israelis. So they think if people leave Gaza, they're all going to be like Hamas terrorists. They assume that everyone who lives in Gaza is a Hamas terrorist. And of course, they're logically going to want to murder all of us. So why would we let them out? Why would we let them out of the prison that we built for them? Why should we share the land? Because if we share the land, they're going to kill us. You are a Zionist piece of shit. Just show him this clip. Just show him this clip. That's it. He literally believes that if they share the land with Palestinians, that the Palestinians are going to go after them and kill them all. And it's not going to be a Jewish home state anymore, homeland.
Or when other people hear it, they think, oh, it just means liberation of the Palestinians, so they get behind it. I just don't think people truly understand what some people mean when they say that. And like, it's a dangerous thing to say. You cannot put yourself in our shoes.
It's a dangerous thing to say. From the river to the sea, that's so dangerous. That's so violent. You can't put yourself in my shoe as an Israeli, as a colonizer. What do you mean?
You cannot put yourself in... Either go live in Gaza or go live in Israel.
Go live in Gaza. Are people even allowed to get into Gaza? People can't get in or out of Gaza. Shoo, go live in Gaza. You want people to go live in a concentration camp that you built for them? What the fuck kind of psycho point is that, bro? What the fuck kind of psycho point is that, you fucking Zionists? I got a whole bunch of more videos to prove that you're Zionists. Oh my, this is the easiest, like, bro, if Chris Kunzler goes on their show, he will eat them alive. Chris Kunzler will eat you alive. Hey, Ethan, you want some debate prep? Watch this fucking video and work on answering every single point I'm bringing up right now. Work on answering these fucking things. If someone sees this fucking clip, they're going to assume you're a fucking Zionist. Are you confused as to why? Madness Arcade sends another $5 and says, it was a genocidal quote and we turned it peaceful. We redeemed it. Palestinians took it from the Israel charter from like the 60s. That's cool. I didn't know that.
And then tell me about your experience.
Return the land that was illegally taken. Okay, so that's your realistic goal, is telling the 5 million people that live in Israel to move. Okay, let's follow your logic. Where do they go? Where do they go?
They can go back to New Jersey. Whoever went to Israel from like Europe or the US, get the fuck back. Go the fuck back to where you came from. Everyone else who can't go anywhere else, you can fucking stay. Maybe give up your home to whoever owned it before. Let them build a house near you. Just fucking live in peace with the Palestinians. That's it. Share the land. All of it. All of it. Equal rights. Share the land. Equal rights. That's it. It's not so fucking confusing, is it? You fucking racists. You fucking Jewish supremacists.
Let's follow the logic of one state. You know what I mean? Okay, let's give back the land that was stolen.
And
Sorry
also,
about the sucker.
Also, thank you, everybody. Love you.
Yeah.
So that's one other example. Well, what other examples are there? Yeah, they believe that removing borders means all Jews will die. Ethan just mentioned that in that clip, but he mentioned it again
Let everybody in Gaza
with
and the West
Loner
Bank.
Box. So let's watch that. And remember, the fact that he brought Loner Box onto his show, it proves that he's a Zionist. The fact that he invited Ahmad Fuad al-Khatib onto his show, who is a pro-Israel Palestinian, who works for like the Gaza Humanitarian Fund that's responsible for killing people when they're trying to go get aid. That fucker, he had him on his show.
Let everybody in Gaza and the West Bank have free reign to go into Israel and basically just, fully integrated from one day. Just lights are on, the borders are gone, full integration. Pragmatically, that seems like a total disaster. I mean, that would be like a
Total disaster. Total disaster. If you let the people out of Gaza, you dissolve the borders, you merge them with Israelis, it's going to be disastrous. They're going to want to kill us. So Ethan Klein literally does not want to share the land with Palestinians. He does not want to allow other Palestinians to come back from other countries back into Israel because they think that the Jews are going to be outnumbered. That's literally what I wish I could find the clip where he talks about that in more detail in that same video where him and Hila were looking at Olivia's tweet. Him and Hila go into detail about Palestinians coming back to Israel and like them outnumbering Jewish people. I just couldn't find that clip. But he kind of talks about it here again. They literally have this fear that if Palestinians come back to Israel, that they're going to try to kill the Jews and they're going to kick them out and they're going to outnumber them, meaning that Israel will cease to become a Jewish majority homeland.
pragmatically, that seems like a total disaster. I mean, that would be like, all the governing bodies in those areas are pretty much dedicated to violence against the Israelis, and it would just, I think it'd be crazy, right? I mean, it would be fucking mad to do that. Seems to me.
It'd be crazy, right? It'd be fucking mad to do that. So according to Ethan Klein and Hila Klein, it would be crazy and mad to merge Palestinians with Israelis to share the land. What does that make you, if not a Zionist? And a Zionist propagandist? Should I play it again, or we heard it?
Let everybody in Gaza and the West Bank have free reign to go.
When everybody in Gaza and the West Bank have free reign.
Let everybody in Gaza and the West Bank have free reign to go into Israel and basically just, fully integrated from one.
To go into Israel, the way he says it, like to go into Israel, as if they're like breaking a barrier, as if they're like criminals breaking into a bank. They're going to go into Israel and like run amok. It's their fucking land. It's their fucking land, you Zionist fuck. Dumbass, bro. Dumbass.
Lights are on. The borders are gone. Full integration. Pragmatically, that seems like a total disaster. I mean, that would be like, all the governing bodies in those areas are pretty much dedicated to violent.
Nogzolato says, I don't know if true, but allegedly the crew gets paid $18 an hour. Really? No way, bro. $18 an hour? How much is that per month? They work 8 hours a day, so 18 times 8 times 5 times 4. No way the crew makes $2,800 a month, bro. The crew makes at least like $4 grand or like $5 grand a month to work for this piece of shit. It has to be. This is not worth it. This is not worth their reputations. If that's all they're making, goddamn. So there's that. Here's another clip of Ethan talking about human shields.
I think it was something.
What's a Zionist favorite argument? The human shield argument, of course, folks. So he's busting out the human shield favorite with, again, our friend Lonerbox. Again, Lonerbox is half Lebanese. We do not claim him. Lonerbox, you are not Lebanese. Forget that you're Lebanese. We deny your existence. I will deny, just like didn't Judas deny Jesus 3 times? I'm gonna deny you, motherfucker.
I think it was something a lot of activists would say. Well, actually, we deny that. I mean, I've heard Hassan say this, and it's a pretty popular perspective, that Hamas does not use human shields, quote unquote, or they don't use public buildings, and they don't fight like that. I think what they would say is it's densely populated. Like, of course, how can you avoid being near a school or a fucking whatever it is, or near civilians? You know.
Yeah, I mean, people will say, it's another thing where people just play with words, right? They'll say, oh, it's guerrilla warfare. Well, okay, that doesn't make it okay. Like, just you change the words to something that sounds nicer.
Don't forget, like, the Mossad and like all that shit. It's like it's in the middle of Tel Aviv. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when Iran was hitting back at Israelis, they were hitting in like the middle of their fucking cities as well, because that's where they have all their fucking governmental buildings, bro. Like, stop projecting, you fuckers.
If you're going to get into a legal argument, people get really weird about their weird interpretations.
It was Peter, not Judas. Yeah, Peter. So Peter is the one who denied Jesus.
Of what the law in human shields is, and no one really knows
Thomas.
exactly.
Everybody, you're all wrong. Mia, you're wrong too. August says it's Thomas. So Thomas was the one who denied it. So I'm Thomas, I guess.
Like what it means to have an intent to co-locate your civilians with your military. But we know with Hamas that they do it for a reason, right? Like their tunnels are underneath buildings for a reason. They're dressing as civilians for a reason. And it's in large part because they don't
really... they dress as civilians?
No, it's not debatable. Not all of them do, but yeah, it's not.
Their headquarters are under hospitals?
So they're dressing... Oh, their headquarters are under hospitals. Ethan busting that out again.
Civilians?
No, it's not debatable. Not all of them do, but yeah, it's not.
Their headquarters are under hospitals? Because I see people deny that too.
So the headquarters...
Because Ethan, I've seen people deny that too. I've seen people deny that their headquarters are underneath hospitals. Doesn't the IDF have a base under one of their hospitals, bro? Again, it's all projection. Every Zionist accusation is a confession.
As far as I know, they moved. There's a speech from Sinwar in about 2019, 2020, where he was talking about complaints about the headquarters location and that they'd moved it. So I know that it was under Al-Shifa for a while. I don't know if I'm sure they moved it. It seems like they moved it. But yeah, Amnesty International, who are by no means pro-Israel, they actually really don't like Israel. They said that in 2014, and they spoke about how Hamas was using Al-Shifa to torture people that they suspected of collaboration. So, and even when the IDF raided Al-Shifa, it took them like a couple of weeks to quote unquote secure the hospital. I doubt they were spending 2 weeks just like fighting through patients. You know, like yeah, there's obviously a Hamas presence there.
Oh my God, bro. Yeah, Al-Shifa, isn't that where they found the schedule that said Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? They tried to make it seem like it was terrorist names. So we got more examples too. Ethan denying Israeli rapes. Him getting upset at Hassan for Hassan insisting that Israelis rape Palestinians. Where is that?
And this doesn't seem like super credible, at least, or I mean, it might be credible.
You have an issue with CARE or Islam.net or the...
Well, what is this?
The lack of...
listen, that's a huge claim. 15 Palestinian women were raped.
Mm-hmm.
I was sexually abused in photographs, she said. But like, what? I don't know what this is. What is this?
What do you mean?
Is this a source?
You're asking if it's credible.
Yeah, yes, CARE is credible. I think, at least. CARE is
There's no source. There's like nothing here. Like shit.
So according to Ethan, only Arabs, only the Palestinians are capable of rape. And not only are they capable of rape, it was apparently part of the plan on October 7th. Like the plan was like, let's rape as many people as possible, given how many times him and Hila and Israelis like to talk about like rape. But if you say that, hey, what if the IDF raped someone? Oh no, that's not a good source. Prove it to me. Why are you saying that, Hassan?
That's a pretty extraordinary claim. I mean, fuck. Like it's serious to say that the Israeli apparatus is using rape systemically to oppress the Palestinians.
I think it's
there's so many horrible things happening.
I think it's one of the many things that happens under institutionalization, and it happens in America as well, regardless of the same amount of care.
And yes, the Israeli military, the IDF, Israeli prison guards use systematic rape to break the spirits of their fucking prisoners. Thousands upon thousands of Palestinian prisoners. They're out there bitching about a few hostages, bro. What about the hostages that you've been holding for fucking years and years? I almost said thousands of years, but for fucking years, bro. So here are some Israelis defending their right to rape. This is when some of the Israeli guards got caught raping people on camera, And then when they got arrested, Israelis took to the streets to defend the rapists and asked for the rapists to be released. So Ethan, chew on that shit, motherfucker. They say Israeli soldiers should be allowed to mistreat Palestinian detainees however they want, and that includes rape, Ethan Klein. And they're not even fucking hiding it, bro. They're out there in the streets. You want Hassan to provide you with a fucking document? Just look at your streets in Israel. You got a bunch of fucking pro-rape motherfuckers protesting for the right to rape. شو بعد بدك sources يا خريه? شو بعد بدك يا إير? Look at all these fucking pro-rape motherfuckers, you genocidal fucks. Dana says Lonerbox sounds like Squidward and sends $2. Thank you so much, Dana. And he does sound, and he kind of looks like him too. The hair part, the top part. Five of them were released after raping people. Politicians and journalists have also defended their actions. Well, one of them became a TV personality. Look, I don't give a shit what he did. I always remember, first of all, the only problem for me is that it's not a regulated policy of the state to detain, to torture prisoners because they deserve it. It's a great revenge that we should take. So the journalist has since called his comments a mistake. Smotrich said those who leaked that video should be prosecuted and not the soldiers. Oh, so his problem, he's upset that the video got leaked. Ben Gvir said that any action is permissible. Just look at these fucking animals, bro. Look, قايرب إسرائيل بقايرك اسمكم واحد شعب خرا بلد خرا كاسمكم واحد قايرب الصهيونية بقايرة. لك يا اخوات الشرموطة. لك اخت الساعة يلي صار في بلد اسمه إسرائيل حدنا. Palestine Panicking sends $5 and says Ethan's Israel-Palestine borders opinion leads me to believe he skipped Jim Crow integration in U.S. history class. Same talking points as segregationists. Of course. If we let them blacks mix with them whites, what's gonna happen? The fuck? Marina Nimitz sends $2, says it was Peter who denied Jesus, but okay. Also, it was Peter. I don't know. I don't know my Bible, folks. I'm behind on my Bible reading. Madness Arcade sends another 5 and says, also, Ethan, you don't believe Israeli women with no proof? You must hate women. I mean, look, I don't look. I believe in any war scenario, there's gonna be sexual violence. So I don't even need to see proof to believe that some militants either from Hamas or whatever other group did some committed sexual violence against women. I'm never going to doubt that, okay? But it's not at the rate that Israelis and Zionists are trying to make it seem. They're just doing that to dehumanize Arabs, to justify bombing Arabs so that you don't feel bad when you watch footage of like 10 dead Arabs. You're like, oh, but look, they're all rapists. That's why they're doing it. Shame, 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 we can't rape. So that's Israeli. So that's Israel for you. So again, Ethan denying Israeli rapes, that to me adds to making him a Zionist. Someone seeing that among all these other clips and talking points might think that Ethan is a Zionist. Here's Ethan calling Jewish people tokens. I think I have that open as a Twitter link. Yeah. Basically, every pro-Palestine Jewish person is, and he just called Adam Friedland that right now, but let's watch this.
Okay. So let's say 10,000 Jews are members of Jewish Voices for Peace. And they tour all around the country, showing up at every, like, pro-Palestinian protest or whatever the fuck they're doing. And they just, they parade them around like, here's one of the good Jews.
They parade them around. They parade them around, bro. He's like taking all the agency away from members of Jewish Voice for Peace. Like, they're a badass organization, bro. They're deciding where to go. No one's parading them around. Look at these good Jews we have with us, bro. They are very fucking proactive, bro. They're happy to get fucking arrested to stand up for what they believe in and to show the rest of the world what actually being Jewish means.
10,000 people of 6 million in America. And part of the disgusting propaganda that they do is that they try to convince everybody that this represents the Jewish majority. But it's not.
I represent the Jewish majority. Me and Hila. Us. Not these peaceful Jewish voice for peace who are standing up against genocide. Fuck them. They don't represent anything. I'm the real representative. Me, who believes that Hamas bombed their own hospital. Me, who believes in the human shield argument. Me, who believes that from the river to the sea means that you're anti-Semitic and you want to kill all Jews. Me, who believes that if you let Palestinians outside of Gaza, they're going to murder all of the Jews. I represent the Jews. Me.
Not anyway, whatever.
Does not represent
it. Great arguments, great content. Wow, I wonder why the H3 podcast shed half of their audience over the last year and a half. What do you guys think did it? That motherfucker was sitting on top of the world with one of the most fucking popular podcasts. Everybody loved him. Just couldn't condemn Israel hard enough. He just couldn't hide his love for Zionism. Ooh, this one's fun. Oh, wait, did I forget to open that link? I believe I did. I do believe I did. We watched this recently. So this one as well.
We're planning to go to Israel in June with my parents.
So someone seeing this clip, Ethan, out of context, knowing that there's a genocide happening, and apparently you're very pro-Palestine and you care about what's happening in Palestine, why the fuck would you want to go spend a vacation in Israel? First of all, he's taking his family to Israel where like it's getting bombed and they're getting like rockets sent from Hamas and stuff. That's when he decides it's a good time to take my kids and family to fucking traumatize them. But regardless, while Israel is butchering men, women, and children every single day live streamed, Ethan decides that now's a good time to go show how nice Israel is. It's getting all this negative PR. I wonder why. Time to go do a vlog series and show people the true side of Israel, how I see Israel, my lived experience. People are going to think you're a fucking Zionist when they see that, you dumb motherfucker.
We're planning to go to Israel in June with my parents and all the kids. It's going to be such a great trip. And I'm actually really excited to go there. I want to show you guys.
You haven't been there in so long.
It's been a long fucking time. What I want to do is show you guys how I see Israel.
How I see. I know you guys have all been seeing the genocide, kids getting their heads chopped off every single day on your Instagram feeds and your TikTok feeds. I know it sucks, but let me show you the real side of Israel. Okay, let me show you how fucking awesome. And to be fair, Ethan did sort of, when Hassan pressed him on this in their debate, Ethan did say, you know what? Yes, this was kind of stupid of me to say. This wasn't sensitive of me to say. I feel bad for expressing how much I wanted to go to visit Israel. So he does admit that it's bad. But if someone didn't see Ethan's explanation, and if someone just saw that fucking clip, would you blame him for them thinking that you're a Zionist, Ethan? While you're literally, as a genocide is happening, it's like wanting to visit Germany while they're killing Jewish people. I mean, I want to show you guys how I see Nazi Germany, okay? My lived experience, okay? I want to walk down the streets of Proust Street and show you how nice it is. I want to show you how I get my spicy Kazakina. Forget about all this Holocaust stuff. Let me show you how I see Germany. That's what you fucking sound like, bro. Crazy shit. Why do people think I'm a Zionist? Madness Arcade sends $10. Thank you so much, Madness. He said there was a video where a hostage said Hamas told them, we won't hurt you, we are Muslim, we don't do that, and they got well treated, so someone went rogue, or there was rape. Look, of course, someone's gonna go rogue. Look, I'm not even... People should stop focusing on the rape fucking aspect, and like, was there rape, wasn't there rape? And pro-Palestine people who are spending so much energy to say, like, there's no evidence to prove that there was rape. It's a fucking dying hill. Don't die on the fucking rape hill, bro. I am sure there was sexual violence. I'm sure people from Hamas committed sexual violence, bro. You can't control everyone. You can't control everyone. There's gonna be some fucking rogue motherfucker that wants to fucking do something. Everybody fucking does it in war. That's the fucking problem. But the fact that the Israelis and the Zionists only focus when Arabs do it, it's just to dehumanize and make us seem like rabid fucking dogs who can't wait to get their hands on a white woman and fucking, you know what I mean? That's what they fucking want. So that when you bomb us, you can justify it. You can wave it away. Oh, these fucking rapists. That's what they want. But I don't want anyone fucking defending. To me, it's such a, and when Hassan spent like 40 minutes or 30 minutes with Ethan debating the rapes, I'm like, fucking stop this whole conversation, bro. Please fucking stop it. It really made me uncomfortable. Bad Pierogi donates £5 and says, how come it's okay to ridicule the Catholic religion? They've been making fun of the Pope, the saints, the Eucharist. What's with the anti-Catholicism? I know, right? Ethan always makes fun of Christians, bro, on his fucking podcast. I you might be joking right now, but like they actually do. They don't give a fuck, bro. But if you say anything, I mean, no one should be making fun of any religion, or we can make fun of all religions. But you can't just pick and choose. But I mean, look, Christians are a bit more casual with this stuff, which is fine.
You don't see that. When you listen to Hassan and you hear all these fucking left, like mega lefties talking about it, like it's some super racist, like crazy, you know, like Jim Crow style of society.
Yeah, and I agree. Like Red Cameron says, even if there was rape, it doesn't justify the killing and continued genocide. Exactly. That's what we're saying. Like they're trying to use that, something that happens in every war, in every moment of violence, every invasion, all that sort of bullshit, bro. And it's since the dawn of fucking time. Yet they want to focus in on the Arabs doing it and making us seem all like fucking rapists and shit, and like to justify genocide. They're literally using that shit to justify genocide. That's why people who keep on harping on the rape issue, it's like, why are you so focused on that? Because they want to make it more dramatic. They want to make Hamas seem more evil than they actually are. And they're not evil at all. Like the way they're thinking, more evil than they are. I don't think they're evil.
Can't wait to show you guys how beautiful, how multicultural, how like free it feels for people, or just it's a beautiful place. It is. It's one of the most diverse places I've ever been. We're planning to go to crazy, you know, like it's some super racist, like crazy, you know, like Jim Crow style of society. Like I can't wait to show you guys how beautiful, how multicultural.
How beautiful, you know what I mean? Ignore the genocide. I want to show you how beautiful Israel actually is so that you guys stop shitting on us.
How like free it feels for people, or just it's a beautiful place. It is. It's one of the most diverse places I've ever been.
So that is another example of why someone might think that you're being a Zionist, Ethan, when they hear you say shit like that. But also, what about, and this one's kind of fucking wild. This one just recently happened. Ethan doing some race science and claiming that Jews were accidentally selectively breeding themselves, and Jewish women are only attracted to like intelligent Jewish men who read scripture and like who studied and stuff. So Jewish people are smarter than other people. So he's basically claiming that like Jewish people are better than other people. They're smarter. They've been bred to be smarter and more intelligent. That means, he doesn't say that, but indirectly, what is he trying to say when he spends 3 minutes talking about race science and how Jews were bred to be more intelligent and better than everyone else? What is he trying to say? That they're better than Arabs. That they have more of a claim to the land than Arabs. That of course Jews are the good guys versus the Arabs because they're the intelligent ones. Maybe I'm misinterpreting this, but I mean, come on. Why the fuck would you say this? This is literally what the Nazis used to say. This is literally what the Nazis used to say. Oh, we are superior with our blonde hair and blue eyes compared to these brown, disgusting Jews with their big noses. We have been bred to look beautiful like angels. Where's my spicy Kazakrina? Where's my lager? Oh, my Führer. That's what they used to fucking say, bro.
I didn't have an answer. I said, why are Jews overrepresented in all these fields? There's all these conspiracy theories, but like there is overrepresentation. Why is that? And he says the best explanation I've heard for that was from a evolutionary biologist who said for thousands of years, 10,000 years, Jews lived in the Middle East. And at the time, all they did was study Torah. And it was in that culture, the rabbi, the scholars, the people who studied Torah were the desirables. Those were like
the rabbis, the scholars, those who studied, those who read, those were the desirables. And what happens, Ethan, when women only sleep with a smart, desirable Jewish men? Please tell us.
The leaders, the guys who cleaned up and got all the wives and all the cuties and reproduced and had like 25 kids.
Okay.
So there was a So the guys who are the ones in studying all day, who are prone, who, you know, appeal to more kind of cerebral, intelligent people, right?
Compared to those fucking barbaric Arabs that love fucking raping women. Oh yeah.
Who are doing these analytical books, reading all day for tens of thousands of years, procreating.
Tens of thousands of years, folks. Tens of thousands of years.
There was over time an evolutionary result of that is some bump in IQ or aptitude or something like that, right? There was
some
like a
bump in IQ. Us Jews have better IQ than most other people because we were selectively bred to be smarter, unlike those fucking Arabs.
selective breeding happening unintentionally over tens of thousands of years in the Middle East. Obviously, that's no longer happening now.
Say that that whole theory of genetically people getting smarter over time is like, that's not true.
That's what okay.
Yeah, it's
how you don't think that it's possible for. Well, you can.
So he wants to admit it first. Oh, okay, I'm okay with being wrong. But I mean, don't you think that it's possible? I mean, just theoretically.
Breed for anything, right? Like you see dogs, like how different dogs are. If you selectively breed intelligent people, the kids will become more intelligent. That's for sure true. That's just selective breeding. I mean, intelligence is inherited. We all
like dogs. Haley D sends $5 and says diverse just means white people from different places. Tel Aviv is so diverse. We have white people from Ukraine. We have white people from France. We have white people from this lovely place called the New Jersey. We have a white people from Portugal. We have a white people from the UK. We have all sorts of white people here. Did I tell you? We have a place called Cold Stone Creamery, and they don't have sizes like small, medium, and large. They have like it, love it, gotta have it. It is an American/Israeli staple here. Please, like, let's go to Cold Stone Creamery. Let me get my favorite with the Oreo crunch. They crush it right there on the table. And they say, hey, you like it, you love it, gotta have it. I don't want to eat that much. I usually just want to get the like it or the love it, but I just have so much fun saying gotta have it that I end up ordering the large one. I say, gotta have it, sir. And then they give me the big one and I'm so happy, but then I have so much ice cream and my tummy hurts. And then I tell Ethan, will you share it with me? I love Tel Aviv. I love the whites.
know that, right? If you have smart parents, they're gonna have smart kids.
Sometimes.
For the most part, intelligence is inherited, right?
It's probably more about the environment, would be my guess.
I mean, it's
nature
both.
versus nurture. I think it's both.
What?
You never heard nature versus nurture?
Dude, there's people that are just born dumb as hell.
Oh, for sure.
And you meet their parents who are dumb as hell.
But
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Listen,
I don't know, guys.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about race. I'm just talking about how
he's trying to like chat GPT it now to see if he's like, yeah, Kate sends $5 Canadian and says, I'm convinced these are conversations he has with ChatGPT. He's trying to like check right now with ChatGPT.
That's it. That's all I'm talking about. I'm not in favor of it. I'm saying it was accident. I don't know that that's what happened. The rabbi told me, and I was like, that kind of makes sense. But like, obviously, I'm just explaining how fucking evolutionary biology works. Look at the variety of dogs. Some dog breeds are smarter than other dog breeds. Like,
are you comparing Israelis to dogs? I didn't say it. You did. By the way, I love dogs, so no, Israelis are nowhere near dogs, bro. So that's one more example. Now, there's also the example of him doing Nakba revisionism, telling AB that, do you know why the Nakba happened? Do you know what happened one day before the Nakba, AB? All the Arab states decided to attack Israel and kill all the Jews. That's why the Nakba happened. So we had to do the Nakba. It was just self-defense. That, Ethan, makes you Zionist as well. Now, someone sent me a link. I think it was Rusty Shacklefold on Twitter. Gave me a link for a Reddit post with literally every single talking point that Ethan and Hila have ever made. I just shared the ones that come to my mind directly. And I should have included a clip of Ethan and Hila, of Ethan doing Nakba revisionism. We talked about that not very long ago on the stream. There's this whole list on subreddit, folks. Let me zoom in a little bit. Just recently smeared Palestinian volunteers as Hamas stealing aid. Ethan and Hila, Pedo Troll, and Pedo Hila are still lying about her mandatory conscription. Ethan's racist speculation about the Palestinian Hila participated in kidnapping. Yes, they're saying that like he was like a terrorist or some shit. Let's try to open that one. Pedo Troll account doing genocide denial. Let's see if we have the one Once the Palestinians outnumber the Jews, basically anything is fair game for the Jews. Oh, they have this one. Fuck yeah. Israel's don't work like this. Hasbar for Israel blowing up at Ahli Hospital. We talked about that one. Nakba denialism. Let's check this one out. So Ethan goes on a racist speculation spree about the Palestinian victim that his war criminal wife voluntarily participated in kidnapping.
Spank on a raid because she was bored. In Ramallah.
Yeah, she's 18. It's understandable. Yeah, she's 18. It's understandable. We don't know what that guy did though. We don't know what the raid was for.
He could have been a
What if he
vicious
killed
terrorist monster.
people?
is what
Yeah.
you're
What if he
saying.
killed people? Of course. Yeah. What if he killed people? Of course.
What if he killed people? You're just saying, what if he killed people? And then in another live stream, him and Hila pretended that like they were sure that it was a terrorist house. Like it was an assigned terrorist home. We went there. No, it's like, bro, shut the fuck up.
If he killed people, of course he would be worthy of being arrested.
Ethan, is Ramallah a part of Israeli territory?
I mean, it's complicated, right? It's under occupation. No, I don't think so, but it's under occupation, right?
Okay, so why was your wife in Ramallah?
Maybe are getting a terrorist that killed civilians.
Maybe getting a terrorist who killed civilians. Maybe he was a fucking baker who made fucking cakes every day. Maybe he just came back home. He made a beautiful cake. He was like putting the cream on top of that, the cake, putting some fruit, slicing up some fucking bananas, some fucking strawberries, putting it on top of the cake. Maybe he went home and then was a fucking raided by your wife.
Are you upset if this person killed like a child? Would you be upset if this person they arrested like stabbed people? Like you don't know what you're talking about.
If she were to talk,
they arrested somebody. We don't know what happened or what they did. What if he
so
fucking stabbed civilians? Doesn't that happen?
Yeah. What if? What? There's so many what ifs, Ethan. The what ifs will never end. In that case, what if this person did that? Let's fucking raid everyone's homes. Who knows what the fuck they did? Shit, fucking raid my home. Maybe you'll find something out. Who knows? Let's just knock on every door and go in and see what the fuck they're doing. Look at his fucking eyes. Bro, just show them that picture. They'll know he's a Zionist.
Dude, do Palestinian terrorists never stab and blow up civilians?
They're placed under
Palestinian
court
terrorists
process.
ever
They are
commit
not-
violence on civilians?
So this fucking dumbass wants to have debates with people and wants them to explain why they think he's a Zionist? Bro, just watch this video. Watch this video. Khalas, khulsi.
Aren't them being arrested?
They are not
Are getting a terrorist that killed civilians. She sat in a
Madness Arcade sends another 5. Madness, you're going mad tonight. He says dumb people have smart kids all the time and vice versa. You mean you don't buy Ethan's race science, Madness?
Not
That
complicated.
if two smart people fuck, if a woman sleeps with a Gentile Jewish man, that they're not gonna have smart babies? What?
You sat in a car and didn't even leave it.
I walked with them to one house.
Okay.
I did get out of the car once, but surrounded with them. So
Okay. Did they arrest anyone that night?
they did.
Did they bring it in the same car with you?
No.
Oh,
You
different
go.
car.
There's a few cars going.
You make your presence felt. You start your night shift patrol.
They would go every night on a raid
Right.
in Ramallah. So one time I wanted to go with them just to experience it.
Break into a house, Palestinian house, of course. Not a house we have intelligence about. I'm the sergeant. I lead the patrol. I choose a random house.
I walked with them to one house.
Wake up the family, men one side, women the other side. Search the place. You can yourself imagine the dynamics, yeah?
You see people in the house, and then it's like the soldiers just walk into the house and look through their shit.
Jump from one roof to another. Come out through another house. Wake up.
Just look. Does she sound like someone who knew she was looking through a terrorist's home who might have killed people? They don't give a fuck.
Family, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It didn't stop for his has clean hands. It's not that every soldier murders innocent Palestinians, but no Israeli soldier who served in the occupied territories, his hands are clean after that. Because at the heart of what you do, there is no way of seeing Palestinians as equal human beings to you.
They did it just because I asked, and I'm cute.
They did it just because I asked and I'm cute. So that's another good example. This whole list is fucking badass. Oh, so there it is. Once the Palestinians outnumber the Jews, basically anything is fair game for the Jews. They have this clip. Bro, this Reddit is fucking crazy. Okay, so here's the clip that I couldn't find. But we saw something to that effect. Him talking to Loner Box. But let's literally hear him say once the Palestinians outnumber the Jews.
Okay. One state solution. I find it incredible that people think that Hamas is going to take over all of Israel and happily coexist with fucking Israelis. One state solution is the fucking literal. I mean, one state solution is like kind of the same thing. Because if you have a one state solution and the right to return, which I agree with, right? I mean, Israel has the right to return.
This is literally Haida. Zionism. Like this one clip, Ethan and Hila sitting there and just explaining that like if Palestinians outnumber Jewish people in Israel, war is going to break out. They're going to kill all of us. That's why we need to remain the majority ethnicity, the majority religion. in Israel, or else they will take over. That is Zionism 101. That right there. You don't need any other clip. You don't need the Yoav Galant thing. You don't need anything. It's literally Israelis being paranoid and thinking that if Palestinians come back to Israel, their own land, they're going to kick them out and they will no longer be the majority. And it's all about maintaining a Jewish majority. That's all it is. It's all it's about.
If there's a state of Palestine, it makes sense. But if you're in one state, all that's going to happen is like everybody is trying to bring as many people there as possible. And like by the time, there frankly are a lot of Palestinians, right, in the area. And once the Palestinians outnumber the Jews, basically anything is fair game for the Jews. Anything.
Once the Palestinians outnumber the Jews, anything is fair game for the Jews. So they literally don't want Palestinians to be able to return to their land. They want to maintain a Jewish homeland. They want to maintain a Jewish majority, or else they think they're going to get killed. And that is why you're Zionists. That is why you're a Zionist. As simple as that. As simple as that. No need to look at anything else.
And I'm sorry, but Hamas, the governing fucking body there wants to kill all the fucking Jews.
There you have it. Ethan, that's why you're Zionists. I know you and Hila seem to have forgotten what happened, but you know, we're just reminding you. Is this where he did the Nakba revisionism?
For the Nakba? I don't know if people don't really talk about this. One day, you know what happened one day before the Nakba?
There it is.
I don't know if people don't really talk about this. One day before the Nakba. People don't know. What happened one day before the Nakba?
Palestinians were living at home.
What?
I said Palestinians were living at home.
Well, sure.
Yep.
And you know what else happened? Egypt, Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, all invaded Israel to kill everybody there.
So he's making it seem as though the Nakba was an act of self-defense by the Israelis because these countries randomly attacked them one day before the Nakba to kill everyone there. That's how he remembers the Nakba. When the Arab nations attacked Israel, it is because they were systematically kicking out Palestinians from their homes. They were taking over the land. They were like, what the fuck? They're doing this to our Palestinians brothers and sisters. They might do it to us. We need to fucking attack. That's what fucking happened.
They unilaterally, there was 5 Arab countries that unilaterally unified to invade Israel and kill every fucking person there or remove them forcibly.
Oh, why did they unite to attack Israel? Look at his eyes, by the way. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, Ethan. Like, you know what I mean? He ain't commenting on that. You think he's going to talk about that?
It was the invading fucking Arab armies that told the Palestinians to leave and come back when the war was over.
The Arabs told the Palestinians to leave. It wasn't the Israelis that kicked them out by force. The Arabs were like, hey, get out of here for a little bit. We're going to fight the war. Then once we win, you guys can come back. And then because they lost, the Palestinians couldn't come back to their homes. It's all an Arab problem. It's all our fault. It's all our fault, folks.
They thought they were going to steamroll all the Jews living there. They didn't. They lost the war, and a lot of the Palestinians who were told to.
Yeah, Heidi the Sausage says there was no Israel. I'm sorry for even calling it Israel anytime. There still is no Israel.
To leave and come back, never got to come back home. Now
they did it one day before the Nakba. That's why we had to go do the Nakba. The Arabs tried to kill all of us. Why? I don't know. I'm just an innocent man from New Jersey.
A lot of Palestinians did stay in Israel, and those people are citizens today. 2 million plus of them live in Israel proper, which I think is the correct term. Not greater Israel, which is something else.
I'm tired, folks. I've been streaming for... It's been over 2 hours? It's been almost 3 hours. Here's what I think I'm going to do. This is why Ethan and Hila are Zionists. Let's go back to that list really quickly. We don't need to watch any more because honestly, guys, what else is there to say? This list is endless. Look at all of this. And I'm sure I might have some videos here that help, like these people, whoever compiled this list. Crazy Spirit 4297 did a great job. There's no need to get on the H3 podcast. There's no need for anyone to debase themselves, to lower yourselves to these Zionist standards. They know what they said. They know what they've been doing for the past 2 years. They know why their view count has dropped. And if they don't, they're fucking idiots. They're fucking stupid. And if their crew can't fucking open their eyes and tell them, you don't need to fucking call a bunch of random Redditors to understand why your show is fucking dying. Drop the fucking lawsuits. Stop going after pro-Palestinian creators. Stop obsessing over Hassan. Stop obsessing over iDub. Stop obsessing over Anissa. Stop obsessing over Denims and Frogan and Casey Tron. Stop obsessing over your haters on Reddit. Focus on getting your community back. Focus on making a fun, comfort show that your fans used to enjoy. And reckon with your past. Hila, reckon with your service in the IDF. Reckon with your raid of Ramallah. You can no longer ignore that shit. Okay? Excuse me, I'm getting a call. How do I? Oopsie. Okay, folks. So, that's what's happening to your show. That's what's happening to your podcast. No one should call in, I think. And if someone does want to call in, please do your fucking research. And it's not even that much research. Just look at these points. They're very clear. Ethan and Hila have said and done so many Zionist things on their podcast over the last 2 years almost that it is impossible not to make these points. But if Ethan and Hila, like, you got nothing to gain. No one has anything to gain. You don't want to. Do you want to help the H3 podcast? Even if you do get to convince them, are they going to drop their lawsuits? Do you want to help a guy who's currently suing 3 small creators and they're threatening to sue Redditors and they're threatening to sue Noah Samson and they're stalking Bad Empanada and like Argentina and shit? Like, that's some wild fucking shit, bro. So, Ethan and Hila, in case you forgot why the internet thinks you're Zionist, please watch this video. Look through all of the shit that you said and work on explaining it away. If you do get someone to call in, I hope they're not fucking idiots. That's as much as we can say. In terms of the iDubbbz video, I think it's a little bit late. I'm a little bit tired. I've been speaking for like 3 hours, so I want to give the iDubbbz video what it deserves, the time it deserves. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to react to the iDubbbz video tomorrow. We'll do an iDubbbz live reaction. I'm not going to watch it tonight. I'm going to save myself for it. We'll watch it tomorrow together if you guys are willing to wait. We love iDubbbz. I can't wait to watch that. So I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. And I might try to do a gaming stream tomorrow. Still trying to figure out my day. But Thursday, the ladies should be here. Nour and Karine should be here. Tomorrow, expect a gaming stream, hopefully. But I want to watch that iDubbbz video. So that's going to happen tomorrow, for sure. So to anyone, to everyone who was here today, thank you so much. To everyone who donated in the live chat, you guys were so generous. To Tetrafund, who gifted 50 memberships. Bat Pierogi, who gifted 2 memberships. We love you guys. We love whoever donated. Whether you're gifting 1 membership or 50 memberships, folks, we love you. Whether you're sending a $1 or $2 super chat or a $50 super chat, we love you all the same. Let me take a second to thank some of our lovely patrons like Kelly, Omar O, Elbi, Nicolas, Tutuanu, Kokomo, Loria, Zabaleta, abductee patrons like Kung Fu Brisk, Curly Legend, Adam Khazan, Samir Adadao, and Cheap Cacti. We love you so much. To everyone who's a member, Tetrafund, for becoming a God tier member, we love you so much. Have a good night, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm going to add some time codes to this video right now. And with all that, folks, I love you very much. I will see you tomorrow for that iDubbbz video, no matter what, and hopefully a gaming stream. And see you all very soon. Good night, everyone. We love you. Did I miss any super chats? I don't think so. All our VIPs, Marina, Jim, Haley, Tetrafund, Dana, Kenda, Kelly Marie Appleby, thank you so much. Super Guy Bob, Dizzle McFizzle, Jordan M, Scramble Mind Jumble, Politics, Meouts, Lizzie Rosa, Politics, so many favorites here. Also, Content Crash Out, hello. Heidi the Sausage, Artful Decadence, Stoic Elliot, CH, and August Gardner. Good night, everybody. Love you all. See you tomorrow. And as always,